deadlock actually. So casting last week from the
chat. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Is this all good? How are we all doing?
Teams, especially like DRX, actually start to.
How are we all doing today? Good morning. Good morning.
But as for the ultimate, kind of, more or less the same. It's just,
Yo, what's up, everyone? What's up? Calvin T, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. Cooking Alfredo in Woods as well. Thank you very much, man. 26 months also. Wild times. We can.
But also Sage.
We can put this up a little
bit more of an opportunity to break trips. But also for Sage,
like
the slow orb will actually slow players down if
bad hair. Oh yeah, it's all over the place, man. I didn't even get time to shower today, chat.
Preemptively fire it so that the jet
can
execute.
It's like curtains, but
nifty. The heal as
to
well.
the side.
Really
Intel
nice
Summer with
buff,
the prime. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you.
Playing ranked, people will heal me more, but that's that for the Sentinels as we head on over to the next slide.
Stinking?
Yeah.
Nah,
So
I mean,
I'd
I'd still showered yesterday. I just did it in the morning.
On the Phoenix and
I haven't
Omen
showered
side,
today.
right? Because Omen right
We're
now,
only like 10 hours
from
into
what
the
I can
day,
tell,
chat. I'm not sure
devs
that's
said
too
in one of
bad.
their videos
I guarantee
is
there's someone in chat
you
stinking
can't
more than me.
put
That's all
a
I'm saying.
smoke
I'm
where
not gonna
an
say any
agent
names,
can't
but
be placed.
do you
Right? So
hear
you can't
Enery
do
and
some of those
Alexi? Yeah,
nifty
the
one-way
rumors
smokes
are
that Omen
Falcons,
is
right?
so famous for, which is definitely going to be a nerf. So I'm not sure how much play he has been getting. I think we've seen more the Clove and the Astra. Yeah, exactly. Moving forward, the other one's going to be again the Phoenix changes as well, where they're giving Phoenix a little bit more love. Where they, correct me if I'm wrong, they mixed up where the free ability is. It's now the curveball. Yeah. It's right. It says it's right there
Intel _
so
Summer as well again. 6 months. Thank you.
So
with the prime.
Phoenix has a little bit more.
I appreciate that.
It feels like a little bit more variance in how he plays, especially with the Blaze.
That's a good start. No way this stream died. No way this stream died.
So much love, Asarai.
That's
so much
crazy.
love. I mean, it's also the fact that like his wall as well as the molly.
Only for a little bit, I guess.
Just touch it and you continue to get heals. That's actually quite efficient and effective if you are.
Probably with the tier 1 as well. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate that also.
Jing might play Phoenix. He tends to do that on Pearl, so that's always fun. But yeah, definitely.
Did you see how they accidentally started the stream? No, I missed that as well.
Omen, just to put things in perspective.
I've literally just woken up, chat. I've missed everything,
like,
basically.
Maybe Pearl. Omen could be somewhat effective still because you can place those one-way smokes, especially like say maybe pushing into B link somewhere. You can just kind of set the one-way up to hold retakes a lot better. But now that
if I have it all right for the seasons, I think so. Jim's doing a lot of it for me. I at least have America's, China, EMEA will be fine. It's pretty much the specific. I need to double check. I reckon.
So it's still, it kind of does affect the meta a little bit. But
damn, we're going through everything right now.
It's
like one of those YouTube videos that tells us the update.
I kind of feel like we're doing like a
Godness of Candy. Godness of Candy. Thank you so much for the bits, dude. I appreciate that. That's your first message as well. Just a couple of bits. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that.
That being said, though,
when the Pickham's video coming, I'll probably wait until C9 actually announces who their last player is, just so that I can know everything.
Reduced bullets of the Ghost to the Frenzy, which makes
they leaked everything the casters didn't even know they were live.
Honestly, I don't think it's too bad with the Ghost.
That's how you know it's gonna be a good event,
pretty
chat.
Accurate pistol,
no tech pauses, no nothing.
Those 2 extra bullets, I don't think it hurts
Wolves
you so
have a good
much, but that just
bracket.
means that
Yeah,
the
Wolves could
Frenzy,
do good.
If you pick it up right, is just a more viable option.
C9 net.
A machine
yeah,
pistol,
I could see
and you
that.
just want extra bullets just because you want to mow something down.
Wait,
right?
but won't Mitch be going Sentinel? So net wouldn't really fit the role.
Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah. Oh, wait, dude, the Phantom change is super important. But yeah, I gotta say,
the dink.
It is. The decay is pretty strong. If you've played it, you know what's up. Anyways, we do have, as Quack was mentioning, the single round robin bracket, and we do have as the starter
bracket
here
has
for you guys,
XOG and Billy Billy.
PRX,
yeah, but out of the 4,
against,
Billy Billy, Trace,
Global Esports,
FPX ZETA,
and then after that is going to
probably
be
say
Zeta
I
Division
want to play Billy Billy.
DRX. So
maybe FPX
again,
at the moment.
It's
I don't know.
Be hell of a banger.
A new meta FPX kind of scary.
Am so curious about how the synergy is gonna play out, right? Because again, they don't. I don't know how much time they actually have. Maybe if you get like
Artist? Yeah, I was on the stream when Artist was
talking. How much time they actually had to prepare for this. It's
good that he hasn't forgotten how much work I put in at the beginning.
Just like something saying,
nice.
I'm gonna get Duelist, and then we'll see what happens. You guys can just adjust, and then something like that, right?
Who knows?
The Artist streams? I'm always on an Artist stream. Trying to contemplate if he could ever come on the stream, and the more I watch the stream, I realize that he's never going to come on now.
I think
making sure.
Yeah, so that everyone knows.
Sam, yeah, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate the 28 months.
I'm not sure how.
Is there a place?
Actually, no, it might be just because it's 4 teams. So in case it does go to
and it's the place where I have to write that you're the best streamer you asked in DM for exchange 5th. I'm not sure that's how it works, but I love the attempt.
Otherwise, round wins on opponent's map pick. So everything on the
stream. And the Eden Artist stream, dude, it would be the end of the channel. It would literally be the end of the channel as we know it.
Exciting thing, the thing that you are really excited about.
He drops so much. It's actually incredible how many ban offenses he cracks into like the space of a 4-hour stream.
/ global Zipto matchup.
Oh. Okay.
If you were there for the rehearsal, guys, when I went live, you would know.
If I ever want to retire, if I ever want to retire and you want to go out and
that global esports,
that's actually true.
If you've also watched the
Ball of Flame. When is the match starting? I mean,
that they had with the other tournaments, the showcase series that they had as well, right?
I have no idea.
A bunch of the
it was meant to be 6 minutes ago, I thought, but who knows?
Contains a bunch of Filipino players, so. Aside from Team Secret, we have
could get an Artist stream on Soup.
Right now,
dude, that's the time when we bring him on. The Soup streams next year.
South Asian /
You're right.
Philippine flag.
The throwaway channel.
Gotta say.
Play League tonight. I don't think so.
What about the
I don't think so.
I mean, can you say anything about them?
We'll see. I'm not saying no 100%.
That's a very good question. Honestly, I'm very excited about it as well because again, we have five players right now, right? For global Zipto. 2 of those we've already seen, or I've already seen pretty much the entirety of like my
them going to Falcons. Yeah.
With Kelly S.
Dude,
and
it makes
Chugo,
sense. I mean, EMEA has 3 slots. It looks like one of the weaker regions.
You can't really have that.
Why not?
Yeah. Anyways, very good clutch players. Kelly S, I think, is also the IGL right now for global. So if they're going to be
using the easiest way to qualify for
in the Spotlight series,
game changers,
it's going to be quite interesting to see how he kind of adapts to the situation of potentially having
Falcons are going to move to
players
APAC,
like Neri and Alexi joining in on the roster.
Yeah,
well,
so
that's going to be harder for them.
Wait,
so what? Are they just pick up a brand new team?
This entire Spotlight series.
Any interest in Marvel Rivals? Yeah, I've seen some people playing it. It looks good. It just looks like Overwatch.
It's fun because this entire matchup also has basically.
It actually did Overwatch, but they had people
behind
it that won.
Just happening, a month or 2 ago. In Berlin, so it's
maybe I need Artists for that one.
And Aneri, but they are split up. We're on opposite ends of the team. And then for PRX, just an additional
Senkets U 132. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate the 10 months. Thank you so much.
You would know.
Thank you for the tier 1. Mo 130 with the tier 1 as well. 2 years, Mo. I appreciate that as well, dude. Good to see you.
Every single split that happens all throughout. But then you might not be too aware.
Yeah, I mean, people say it's good, right? This Marvel Rivals game. Everyone that plays it seems to love it.
Specific, then you would know about Boba, and I'm here to break it all down for you. Basically, they used to play together back when they were SMG, kind of split up, and then now they've got Boba. But Kohibi is still one of the core players, one of the core fraggers for the whole team, and I guess she does love food and Pokemon as well.
It's so fine, Mo. I didn't either,
she
so
has been
we're okay.
competing for, I think just female competitive gaming all throughout for quite a long time, ever since, Counter-Strike days. But going forward into this one, it still is that high DPI, but, slightly manageable sensitivity. But she's kind of gone through several changes. When she first started out, it was always like the duelist Raze and Reyna at times. But ever since stepping into Boba as a team, she's since swapped over to the IGL role. And she's like much more tactical with her movements, playing the Sentinels more often than not.
Marvel Rivals went with the approach of if it's all pretty OP, then it's all balanced. I mean, that kind of works.
Just for the whole team. And at the same
something's
time,
always going to be more OP though.
No, please, go ahead.
Are they actually going to have like esports tournaments with it, or is it just like a pub game?
Alter Ego Celeste, which was like Aneri and Tara together in one team. and Kohabi was always nipping at their heels. Now they're together on like Paper X, so that's pretty fun and exciting to see how it all shapes out.
Yeah, so basically, you know, one of those dream team-ups.
Yeah, but the most eyes Nomrod are on Ascension, so it's still, like, I get what you're saying.
Global Zipto,
most eyes are on Ascension, so it doesn't matter, like, massive.
Does have some powerhouses of itself. Again, the Zipto lineup with the Global Esports is going to be quite interesting to see here, especially when there's a bunch of Filipinos just having a reunion.
Rejoice.
Anyways,
Reduced
Inari saying that she is
chances.
Inari. She is the duelist player for Zipto Esports.
I'll do it
and I
here.
want to see.
Ham Sandwich with the tier 1. Thank you so much for the whole year, bro. A lot of tier 1s today. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Ham. Appreciate that.
Triple duelist lineup, because I've seen, at least way back.
How's
right?
Crystal?
Way back in the
I mean,
day,
they had like an off-season event. They
all
played
those
okay.
players, amazing duelists.
It was like show match
Yeah,
for nothing
they
though,
are
so you
incredibly
can't get too much
effective
from
and
it.
strong. By the way, just
He just frags pretty heavy,
Inari's,
right?
like intro is just so like standard. Like, hi, I'm Inari. I play duelist. Yes, we know that. But she's also coming to explain
This
where she
off-season
got
was
her name
stacked,
from, and
crazy
also
stacked.
Just her playstyle, which actually, conversely, it does kind of suit Paper X. Like when she was first playing in the very first year of FSL at Game Changers, that was what she did. W gaming, but now she's on the other side.
Darion
so,
for the visa
oh my
issues,
God,
yeah.
Paper X Global Zipto.
Let's see how long it
it's
takes
all
to get
gonna,
the
like,
visas.
Whoa,
Yeah,
like everyone's just gonna
in
clash
the middle.
into each other.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Insane and fun. Like another potential matchup, by the way, Asrai, is
Yeah.
also Crystal and something. Russian.
Split.
Right?
Yeah. Again, Crystal, I think this is the first time she's
Ascent,
competing in the
because
Pacific
it's
Series.
against
Again, the
Paper
last
X.
time
That's
I
so
saw him
funny.
was during 2023's Ascension, again when he was in Scars.
That's actually a
Anyways,
good move.
A quick little rundown of the map veto. We have Split, Ascent, and Bind as our threes here. It doesn't feel like nothing out of the ordinary right now. Just am curious to see how specifically Ascent will be, because I feel
Paper
like
X picked
that's
it? No,
where,
Paper X picked Split.
the duelist will shine the most. Split, we'll have to see if it's going to be double duelist or single duelist for either side. But again, this is what we have for the first series of the day.
I think it's interesting just to think about, how the teams are even
Best of
prepped
3,
for
yeah,
this.
they're all
It's
best of
hard to
3s.
tell because
Even the
we,
finals are best
don't
of
have
5,
that
but
much
for the finals are
information
best
to
of
go off
3.
and we haven't really had time to interview or talk to the players. The whole thing was put together, pretty quickly, right? So one of the things that you have to note is it's not Alex coaching Paper X. It is,
Yes.
however, Juvenile, the new coach for Global Esports coaching GEXP. But
Paper
for
X
Paper X,
picked
it's
Ascent.
actually
Chat.
JD Faker.
You guys okay?
And JD
Oh,
Faker
wow,
is
okay.
the team manager of Paper
the
X.
GOAT.
You watch him in the vlogs. Yes, he's the GOAT, and he's handling a lot of the administrative matters. But he also used to be a pro, used to play Sova. He's still
Probably,
radiant. He's a
it's okay. You're
radiant
not
manager,
alone,
according
but
to the team
there were
info
two of
sheet.
you.
So it's kind of fun to see him jumping. into the
Mal
mix,
Malam
getting
with the tier 1 as
proactive,
well.
being
Thank
the
you so much,
coach
dude.
for
Appreciate
this new
that.
Paper
Thank
X.
you,
I
thank
don't
you.
know if we have Coach Cam. I don't know if he's gonna slam the desk or anything, but it's good fun.
Maybe
It's good fun.
he's the opposite of
Everyone's-
Alex.
everyone's
where
got the tier
Alex
1s today,
slams the
blah,
desk,
blah.
and JD Faker just calmly massages it, just to kind of.
How did my support pro arc go yesterday? I forgot my items
I
at the
feel like
beginning,
when
and then I
the-
wondered why I had no
think-
money
I
at the
think, like,
beginning. That was
desks
pretty
are
fun.
Sentient, right? Where if they know
Yeah,
that the team that
the comeback
is gonna
to
be
League
playing
has been-
is Paper
has
Rex,
been interesting.
They're already shuddering and
Dude,
very
this game
stiff.
changes so
But
much
when
that I'm
JD
just
Faker's
like,
there,
what
he
do
just
I-
massages the desk and just calm down. I'm not Alex. I'm
Like,
not
it's
gonna
so hard.
brutalize you.
There's too much to learn in
a
that game.
different coach. Oh.
You think they're stiff? They're stiff.
There
and
is
you're
too
gonna
much to
massage.
learn.
Where is this going, Astra? What's happening right now?
No.
Our
Bot
predictions
doesn't
were
leak
kind of like
leaf
swap,
gem.
by
Yeah,
the
dude,
way,
this is what I'm
but,
saying. I'm not sure I
like,
want to
it
play
was
jungle if my
actually
bot's not helping me
Asrai,
kill
predicting
as well.
for Global Esports.
Hell yeah.
Would you care to share your
You just
reasons,
gotta
or is
solo
it
it
just
now?
like Filipino Pinoy pride?
Pinoy Pride, and you know what? I've seen what.
Play League? Yeah, we played some games.
Global
I had to make a new
Esports-
account.
yeah.
We're
Well,
level
first of all, the Global Esports,
10,
I've seen what
maybe.
they've got.
Forgot how much you have to grind
Juvenile,
this. Dude, my hair
I
is
think is
all
a
over the
very
place today.
Entertaining.
To the times I need a hat or something.
Different looking.
Level 10, yeah.
Coach with how he wants to approach.
Did I
the,
stream my League arc?
the
Nah, dude, it'd be
Valorant
boring
scene,
to
so I'm
watch.
kind
I
of,
just play Nidalee only.
Excited
just
about
'cause
that, and
I don't
yes,
like the
you're
other
absolutely
characters.
right. Alexia and Neri. So, or sorry, Alexia.
I have no
Alexia
fun
and
on
Neri,
the other
so
characters.
I'm very curious how he manages to kind of point these players in the right direction.
Duo with
for this
Egg,
tournament.
I would lose my
I
mind
think
playing with that guy in League of
there's
Legends.
a lot of star power on that roster, but for
I
Paper
played
X,
Blitz too. I mean, Blitz is fun.
If you're
Blitz
going
is
Pinoy
also
Pride,
fun.
I'm
That's
going
actually
Pinoy
very
Pride.
valid.
But at the same time, it's just the fact that you have Tara and Kohibi I think it's going to be fun to see them clash against each other no matter what. And Tara and Kohype, you have definitely capable fraggers as well, alongside Jing Forsaken. Something as well. So the whole thing...
My Nidalee mechanics? No, they're actually alright. They are alright. I lack everything else though. Like knowledge of agents, how the actual game works,
so
what I should be doing.
Start pretty soon.
Oh my goodness.
Zipto Esports and Global Esports.
Chat, I'm on 5%. Imagine someone's on 100. Thank God that dude earlier in chat said to turn it down. Do you reckon I can turn it back up?
So yeah, here we are. First map split. Another thing I kind of wanted to, discuss with you.
Oh my God. Chat, I can hear the casters talking in the background.
I don't think that was out of the question at all. On Zipto's side, it's going to be Kelly S. So again, I wonder who's going to be the shot caller here. If he's going to...
That's some mad music they're playing. They're boosting it out. Okay, what actual comps we got?
Kind of manage with this, but again,
Deadlaw.
I wanted to mention real quick. Alexi, I really like her energy in Game Changers.
Dude, this is such an odd comp to play. But, I mean, PRX might just run him down though, to be fair, I guess. Is what the comp can do. You can just send in, destroy the ears, turn it up. They've balanced it a little bit. Dude, the music's so loud, bro. The music's so loud. Turn it up.
Very effective player nonetheless. I mean, the combos that she pulls off alongside her teammates sometimes, it's really fun to watch. But coming into this one, slightly different team. They're playing the double sentinel.
I can't even hear the casters.
So slightly new age comp with double sentinel and the deadlock being thrown in. The GrabNet I've seen all throughout SBL has been very effective. But for PRX, it's more classic, right? You got the Sky back in, the Omen Forsaken flexing onto the...
Is this more of a classic? How on earth do you even do A pressure?
What is this? What? Sorry.
That's right.
No, sorry. For out of nowhere, I was just getting like bombarded with messages by Victoria, so I don't know what she was discussing with me here. What you want me to try to do in pronouncing a certain name? I think I will not do that.
Weber, what the hell is Slughorn?
The broadcast, but yeah.
What's happening?
Anyways. Double Sentinel, as you were mentioning, I really like this comp as well. Not sure if you've discussed this as well, right? It just gives you a lot of, I think, ability to...
Slughorn is a Harry Potter character?
Really
oh, okay.
To sacrifice control on the other side, right? So you can go for like a 3-4 stack on like A.
Surely they sort all of this out soon into the music. These poor casters. I mean, the music would just be off, right?
Because at least you have more bodies to try to deal.
Pickham's video. I'm waiting for Cloud9 to work out what the hell they're doing.
In the next couple of rounds. So
guys, tell me there's no music over the whole game.
I mean, double duelist, double sentinel, that's the whole game right now.
Surely.
I feel a little bit for Kohype though, after the Sky, so her job's gonna be a lot of intel gathering and scoring for the...
Okay, GE Zipto on defense, PRX on attack.
So many potential matchups.
I can't hear the casters. Turn it up? What do you want me to turn up, dude? Hold up. It might be okay. The in-game sounds gonna be really loud, but...
More bunched up towards
okay, let's see how this goes. There's already a set nade play by
Honestly,
Jing here, but he's
the settings might be right.
He's making a lot of noise. Look at the position right now for Poppy. He could be in a really cheeky spot. Does get the kill on the Forsaken here, but that opens up the B side.
Guys.
Already. Defenses
I'm not even sure that's me after the first original crash, to be honest. Okay. PRX is a little B pop. Dude, you can see a lot of B pops. This can't go A. It can't like. Unless you're using an Omen smoke to cover the A cross.
Yeah. Strategically, it's really hard to predict a lot of what could be happening.
Like GE should just be 3-person leaning B with double heaven to leave middle.
Yes, once again from heaven,
until they start going middle.
Space and opening, but he's not entirely sure where his opponents might be. Tries to go
okay, very nice from Jing. Let's see the farm back on Raze. Yeah, if you want to play against this comp, you just either heavy prioritize someone here, or you just watch this the whole time until they actually cross. I can probably play 1A.
Audio cue fake by Jing. Looked like there was some movements from Global here to see if they can get that quick little wraparound, right? The movement from Alexi just to at least have that flank if ever. But they got into the trap of trying to go for that position. Poppy plays himself outside of garage because he wants to maybe smoke on mid,
the
or
instant
to the
4-person stack, and they go in here
as he is the Astra, but then gets caught out. So all these little bits of nooks and crannies that first round looking pretty.
C9 was rumored to be signing that. I just don't get who's playing what role.
They actually have players in with a grab net.
I mean, that probably.
It's too fast. It's already something dashing over.
Pro took his hand off the keyboard. How have we got a grab net into a nade? We got 3.
It's all down to him.
Oh god, imagine it.
Something actually takes him down. Still last alive.
He gets ult with it.
Jing has his ultimate after this.
Yeah, he might have to pop it early though. Oh my goodness, that got close. We got a dink here as well. Chat, grab net into nades. That's nice. We got more synergy than we've seen all year.
Classic, very close. As well as a triple nade from Kelly S. You can see a replay for that triple nade kill. I didn't even know where he got the
Velonica, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate the 15 months.
Anyways, great clutch from Jing. Keeps the round scoring for PRX, but the
they have coaches? Nah, I mean, what did the Americas one had coaches, right? We got Imi. So yeah, maybe.
So, I mean, but then something, because he was just on the ghost for the previous round, it's gonna be the op right now. I see he tries to peer.
Of course, he gets the op out.
Towards mid.
Damn, dude.
Oh my god, he just walked up and shot him.
I mean, are you going to expect the attack op after third round for the bonus? Not really. Everyone buys. 4 people die. They just scrap the bonus and go with a straight up op. I'll tell you what though, I think PRX has started to work out that his op is just a must as much as possible.
Playing as the solo mid lurk, just going in. Send straight with the showstopper.
No, this guy trying to trade it got hit by the grav net also.
Trapped on Mail, but are they trapped? Is he trapped or are they trapped with him? Because he is doing so much right now as the rest.
And he's pushed past the point. Okay, he heard him take off the crouch.
So much control right
heard him take off the grav net. Chat, I can turn this up now, right? They've kind of sorted the sound of it.
Their way out of this, but something still has that op, and it's looming. It's still very deadly. They try to go for a double peek, and unfortunately doesn't quite get the flick, but still definitely around the pillars. Poppy trying to get
scared for the break. Oh yeah, same.
Something just goes in for yet another peek. Forsaken here
to support. Crystal
shuts down the 2, but
he looks like a beast though.
Garage able to strike them down. It's PRX picking up the bonus.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it could have been something, right? Not the player, but the potential to make a play there for Global ZETA. In the retake, the only problem is there's just way too many bodies still left for PRX, right? And it's all courtesy of how
something's cam. I haven't seen it. Check it out.
First of all, something with just the walk-up operator shot, great stuff. Jing, second time that we've seen him just play the solo lurk role and get value. So it's not supposed to get that much value, but because Jing's able to make that happen, it's given so much flexibility here for PRX to just do whatever they want.
He can't keep getting away with this already.
Yeah, and not even that is Swami. They're just not giving us time to cast. Look at something. He's just walking
someone else
up again.
Peeks from spawn and gets 2-tapped.
It's just so deadly. One single.
This could be this whole tournament, to be honest.
Positioning from Global ZETA, and they're gonna get pinched. So. Just continuing to walk up. Alexi trying to hold, able to shut down that lurk, so not worried too much about that any further. But you still have something up around the sites. He's taken out a second player now. and looking to execute back in. Jing in with the Vandal. Dashes all the way through the back of sight. Takes another one down to trade in from
farming
Tara.
him. Yeah, I mean, it's only been one buy round.
Alexi.
Let's wait a little bit. But yeah.
You don't really feel the double sentinel that Global ZETA has, right? Supposedly, with all the sound sensors and tripwires, you kind of think that potentially they might be able to stop this. What we were kind of predicting, which is going to be the W gaming for PRX, but not. Alexi's already spotted on A main, trying to slowly inch in. The peak shot. Great
nice
stuff from
though,
Alexi,
dude.
though. But again, there's this Jing still alive. Maybe potentially.
I mean, every single time it's like not a close round, and someone looks like they could do something to clutch
the
them.
fact that was like, the fact that was a sheriff being able to pick up those 2 kills, the flick was insane. It does hurt the economy quite a bit. Tara's down to a Spectre.
I mean, yeah, they're still down low. Like, lose one round, they kind of have to eco.
So,
to an extent, they'll still force.
It still has full util, right? It's not the worst thing, and something everyone else that
Jing
needs
11
to
to 1, yeah,
has their weapons available for them. Okay,
this should be the round.
Oh, there's the shot again from somebody. He finds Alexi just going in for
Imagine
the
he
peek
gets a
around.
kill still.
Jing, though, trapped
Oh my
out
God,
in the
he
middle
got a
of the
kill
open
still.
and hits the shot. What was that?
Bro's
Through the
11
flash
HP
as
the whole
well.
time.
Before the flash hits, I mean, that is a very,
they
very
spot
confusing
2 over towards
as well
A.
as difficult situation to be in, but somehow he manages to make it happen.
He maybe
so
had the trip at
this
middle.
turns it into a 3 versus 3 with Global.
Saint,
trying
hello
to
mate. How we doing,
re-encapsulate
Saint?
the
Thank you so
situation.
much with the
And
tier
now,
1.
PRX
17
going the
months.
other direction.
Thank you,
because
Saint.
Inari's still alive, at least there will be some help, some control with the Cypher util here on the B site.
Yeah, also trying to think that maybe those kills might have pulled locations from Global over on the B side, but no, it's just something with the Blades now trying to execute off of Garage, get shut down by Poppy. So 2 players stuck inside Garage, but there's a flank coming through.
Yeah, big flank as well. Tripwire still in front of them.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Crystal.
Okay,
They still haven't
worked
realized
out pretty well.
he's
You
on
can't
backstab,
really
and that's
blame
Crystal
something
and
for doing what he
Poppy
did, right?
getting themselves
Had the
to
trip at
finalizing
middle,
kills, a point
so
on
most
the
likely
board
Heaven, and then
for
saw 2
Global
at A.
ZETA here, as well
So for
as
him
the
to ignore
pickup
sight
on
here,
the operator,
makes
giving
sense.
it immediately to Kelly.
It's a long
so
time
this
since then, but-
has to be something, because you were mentioning it already. PRX.
Okay, they're on the board. They're on the board,
struggling
and
the economy
because
already last
something
round,
popped
and
nice,
now
they don't force.
They're relegated to just the
We
sheriff.
could actually get a pretty alright game.
And also having an op on the defensive side, so much more effectiveness being found by Global ZETA. So this might be their gateway to coming back into the rounds, into the game. But we'll see how PRX deals with this. For now, just kind of holding.
Ooh, they wait for the fade eye. Okay, this is kind of nice though. Wait for the fade eye.
5 people that's gonna pick it. He's gonna be fine.
Lovely trade.
No, he's not fine.
He's
Oh
not.
my
He's
God.
not. That is the trade for just 1 kill. Still though, they're trying to stop him from picking up
How can
any
the in-game
weapons.
sound just go
Crystal
way
gets
louder?
smoked out already, so it's gonna be Jing for the pickup on the operator. So it's a 1-for-1 kill. But the big problem here, Quack, is that the A site is completely unguarded. No tripwires, no nothing. So it has to be the contact right now for Global ZETA. Can't see if they want to go for it. Nightfall's there.
Yeah, all the ultimates online, right? So just sending that back in, being able to dwindle down the numbers a little bit.
Nice shot.
Them up further back into Nightfall as well, but Jing with the out pick.
Damn, bro, Jing is frying them at the moment.
Against Global ZETA. Utility and ultimates be damned, because just the shooting alone is enough.
Dude, the amount of kills that just an op in general has is crazy.
I was
15 to
wondering
2
what
right
was
now.
the
Has a
game
Razor
plan
once
here for
again.
Kelly with the operator. But as
Forced
for
them
right,
down to
it's him
eco after
picking
winning
out on
1.
main with an operator. Yes, but the thing is, if you looked at the minimap real quick, there was no immediate
My turn,
support
yeah.
for Kelly S.
I
Right?
don't
He
think
was
it
Everyone's
was
just a beast
so
of it.
bad though, because his whole plan was to like work off the haunt that Crystal threw, and then he tried to satchel away.
Chad,
It's
it's
just
so
that
hard to
whole
get the
plan was
sound
turned
right.
around because the
There was-
sheriffs from
my
PRX
goodness.
just shut him down.
Yeah, and there were. I mean, to be fair, okay, hang on.
Sure, we're
There's
just
a bit
gonna
of
go for
contact
this.
on B main. There's a lot of contact happening. Okay, back to the discussion real quick. The problem with that is Satchel not too fast to get you out.
Guys, not again, please.
Something just doing something. Things
We
again.
can't jiggle
Able to
peek
get a shot
anymore.
off of mid, and they don't. And PRX.
We have a Cypher trip.
options
It's
again.
okay.
Spin control is forcing Global to.
We have
adhere
a
to it,
Cypher.
and
We
they're
can do
kinda happy to
double
open
info
up
trip.
some
We could do camera.
more
It's
parts of the
okay.
map, which again is now vulnerable to PRX's rotation.
Because they picked up that thrifty, right, that eco round. Now they have the ultimate.
The op value is so high. Mate, it's every single kill.
Working against Global ZETA right now, and the whole team is just trying to hang back and wait for that early contact. But because it's again, and he's just so deadly, and he even
Whoa,
has
he's a
support.
lunatic.
There's so much to look out for. Tries to work around the hover to fall back.
Oh my goodness, what is this round? Everyone's just gone for it.
As well from Forsaken, but unfortunately doesn't quite do quite enough. It's Tara Kohai.
Okay, fair play. Dude, there's some aim though. The PRX aim is crazy right now.
Into the site. It's 3 kills for Kohai.
Just send it, yeah. I mean, the breach shot was pretty good.
How is something able to get away with all of these slow peak kills with the operator? He's just holding an angle, and
I feel like they're just gonna get an op back and just hold an angle. He's gonna peek somewhere.
Crosshair. The timing right now for something has been really good. Sure, he's 7-6-1, but you have to remember that like 40-50% of his kills come off of those first blood kills with an op peak on mid. So there has to be some form of adjustment.
Okay, we buy the op again.
Or else it's going to be very troubling.
Trip over towards middle. Okay, now we definitely don't need to face anything.
I mean, he's hit the shot like 9 out of 10 times, so...
Even when you jiggle, right? It's still quite
exactly.
like, risky. But at least, you know, it's just Alexi putting up the barrier mesh for now, the wall, just to block him off. But they instantly shoot it down. Like, what else can you do? Even with the utility, the whole team is here. Like, 3 other players alongside something.
Okay, I like that they're doing something different though. Lose middle. Push in reaction. Okay, no one's facing. We're using camera trip info like we wanted. We took space over towards A. Surely this is around.
He was about to look towards,
how would this not be around?
And that's a good
Are these two playing on site still?
PRX is already pushing
oh boy, they're playing on site.
From Global ZETA is going to be a bit late on the...
We gotta leave site.
It's bad.
You have to leave site. They got so much info. It's okay.
Kills into 2 rotators. Global ZETA. Can they stop at least the plan on the spike? Looks like a little bit from Kelly S. He does have his ultimate. Is he going to send it, though? Coming in through B main. He's already waiting for a swing. Great catch from Crystal. 1 versus 3, though. So many angles, and something just
it's the op to finish it off.
Yeah,
Nova Eco.
So many layers on top of them all. You mentioned, you know, something in with the op problem facing against Global ZETA again. They're just trying to work their way around.
You are.
As soon as you get onto site,
sleeping probably still.
You know, secondary lurk coming from
What a great start to the day.
Still have
yeah.
Players trying to sense and be so aware
16 to 2.
Potential flank coming in from the back, and everyone from Global.
This op was bought round 3. This is a different one though. They had to rebuy this.
They're just getting shut
down.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
Like, that's right.
Yeah, bro.
They have ults again now, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's the amount of kills, right?
Dude, as soon as that op came out early, it's just like
a show of force.
I mean, he should be dead here.
He loves to play with this judge. Able to get the first pick. Not one in charge. Okay, never mind. He wants to charge in with the
pick up the op as well.
Jing gets away with bloody murder as he walks away. Also picking
That's
up
how you do it,
the
Chad. You
operator.
just gotta get a judge out
really
eventually.
Just caught PRX unawares. The smoke play pretty good there for Global ZETA.
Plenty to work with now that the numbers are gone.
Hop over towards middle. They get a sound cue that they're retaking over towards B main.
But they don't quite hear anything too much yet. Just mostly in towards B, towards garage.
Chat.
And that's where
the casters are non-existent now.
Ooh.
Just being well defended. Yeah, and they're in with 1 tap.
Global ZETA, at least specifically in this round, right? Playing against the rhythm of PRX in the best way possible. Great shot.
Can't have it that loud. It sounds so loud in the game.
And Tara caught through the nade there. I'm just gonna get caught on B main. That B main play, though, gotta say, from Kelly S, definitely helping them out.
Sure.
100%.
I think 30's okay. We can manage 30.
ZETA.
Well, they got a lot of gun upgrades from that at least. Can they get 2 in a row? That's all they gotta do.
But then in that round, just being able to place it out into garage in a little corner, PRX didn't expect it at all. As soon as that happened, the round was kind of effectively over. It's PRX, so kind of keeping them in
16 to 3. Dude, on attack as well, on attack split.
Next round, here it comes. Quick double.
Wait, what gun is this? Judge? Oh my goodness.
Okay. Great catch, though. That's gonna be
the judge over towards heaven. No one needs to go here, though. I mean, the PRX should be a little bit wrecked. No one playing on site and they instant. I mean, no one playing on ramp and everyone went on site. Like, the only way they win this really is something winning that Jewel at spawn.
They're gonna be using that to kind of split the map in half. Something just waits around the corner, already repositions. And look at that support flash coming out from Forsaken so that nobody actually pushes up faster enough to
oh my goodness.
Something just
a nice shot there, though.
Crystal down
3 HP.
loft.
The guy with the judge just left.
He's down to just like single digits, and he falls down to Tara, and that is going to be PRX with the 8-2.
Yeah, down to the fights again. Just when you think, you know, it's Global ZETA trying to find something, PRX swaps over to the other side of the map, and they go in so quick. And like you mentioned as well, I think there's quite a bit of effectiveness coming up from the initiator players on the side of PRX. Like Kohibi as well as Forsaken being with the
I feel like the high camera on A would be the one.
Throws Global ZETA off. They have to, you know, turn a crosshairs away or just to play it into a different position, and that is effectively how PRX is able to pick up the pace and get into sights. So next round coming through now, still with those guns. A full buy now from Global ZETA, trying to fight back.
Yeah, that quick little nade from getting right.
Double heaven.
Through heaven here. There has to be some form of retaliation.
Something gets a kill in heaven, drops down to sight, and then he disrespects the smoke at spawn as well, so they might not think he's here. Again, they're considering he's here. It's something, and that we were jump peeking.
Openings possible, but look at this, man. Everyone from PRX is actually going to the back
big hill.
They're getting Kohibi to heal up something, so he's going to be up to 100.
The HP from the hill.
Before anything else could happen, Kohibi pops a couple of shots in a 1-versus-1 against Poppy, and he tries to reposition, giving a little bit more leeway, but here comes the ultimate.
No way. Wait, he's on his head.
Double kill. Triple potential. As Forsaken goes in for the ADS third kill.
Dude, she was up there for so long, right?
Ridiculous!
Just stacked him up.
Thunder just post-plant. He sends it through. The round just started, Asteroid. They actually went
Tom
so
Powell,
quick
thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. 21 months. Appreciate it.
They're trying to formulate
Surely a replay of that. That was sick.
PRX are working with a sentinel-less composition, so that means their flanks are a little bit exposed.
He stacked them up. That was awesome.
They are starting to try to set up some flanking routes, but it takes a little bit of time to check and clear a lot of the sentinel blood corners as well. So we'll see how well this plan can work. In the last round of the first half, starting things out in walls and biggest block.
Yeah, couldn't do anything from that. Tara, though, went from the shadows. Just gonna back away here. Lots of resources really being expended by Global. Oh yeah, he's so deep on.
This is Walter into middle.
I mean, there is a camera, so he should be spotted on A main, but this just means that the position for Alexi is a little bit more vulnerable.
Mini as well, 31 months.
He didn't spot the knives on the side. There's a very tiny movement.
The double duelists are annihilating.
Alexi in with the annihilation. Turns for one player at least away from the fight. Global ZETA now trying to fight back and wrap around all edges.
Currently doing a video for YouTube. You want Vice on Ascent? It's okay. It's not great. It's like a B.
Big thing coming out here.
It's pretty good now with the upgrades.
Try to send it, use a little bit of that smoke for cover. Can't really do anything through
hey,
the smoke
three?
Right in front of him, but
Three enough?
That gave
not
enough
really.
distractions for the rest of Global Esports to come in and clean up house.
Unless PRX like lose pistol and then don't save for the arm.
Pretty good retakes for Global Zip though, all things considered.
Right.
Switching sides.
Is this attack map? I mean, it's double duelist, so it's like this map's just dependent on the comps.
Wall up towards a ramp, but also some of the players just trying to wrap back.
Dude, the casters are talking right now, but somehow they got lower.
Top mid. So it's gonna be a bit of a halftime break for now, but after this, the second half of this first map between PRX and Global ZETA.
PRX defense is questionable. I mean, that's true. I mean, also their comp isn't great for it, but they're just gonna go aggro. Damn, this camera angle. Is Fade good on split? Yeah, Fade's pretty good on split.
All right. First
Kelly S. Raid Boss.
Done. And I gotta say, we've been breezing through these rounds.
Huh? It's done? I thought we just started.
Breezing through. I mean, it's been 20 minutes. It's not been too fast.
Blink, and it's already 9-3. Anyways, defending side for PRX. they're not going to have as much control here because they don't really have a Sentinel on the defending side, right? So you kind of think on attack, Global ZETA should have
found an empty site, kind of.
Opening,
but we have a raised locking.
Of course, the gunplay, the firefight is where I think PRX is kind of banking their their strats at.
Yeah, I kind of like this as a pistol, though.
I think his timing on that is very crucial.
You show presence with the raise, you make it look like a mid default. Nades, boombox, so you know that they can't watch the vision, so the boombox doesn't get shot, then you create pressure for sure.
Yeah, it's very strong as well. Lexi. Is she going to be able to at least survive long enough to get
this was actually a nice pistol,
that smoke separating her from the rest of the team. Jing
it's super simple.
Now able to save up the boombot. The defense
yeah, dude, that was worrying me. Smoke defuse, got half.
A split second, I thought maybe there was going to be a bit of a defuse coming out from PRX, but was able to just deny.
Yeah, really tough and quick fight, just headed towards our way. Just instantly into sites, setting up and trying to get a good read for how PRX has things set up, but not hearing anything much outside
is this the ping update? Which patch is this, Chad? No, this isn't the neon ping update yet, right? It's the one before, I think.
It's a bit of a fault line setup coming out from Forsaken, but apart from that, onto the site, just having
this is 910, right? Okay, something gets out the hero marshal.
They're buying up the rifles, that's right. They are looking for, a definite way back into this map. Because carrying over those rifles on a bonus can mean so much.
Do you think the new pings are fair? Yeah, I think it's fine.
Onto the attack.
It was always a broken mechanic.
Careful to hold on to those rifles as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's very important as well.
So
because,
I think it's good it's changed.
Comparing you buying SMGs,
as much as it might be a bit of a nightmare in ranked,
into your buy round after the pistol, if you're able to save all of the weapons, if not majority.
Is this online? Yeah, it is.
Come into the bonus round very good. Yeah, with very good economy. Just great shot from Maneri, though. Catches something. Could open up the A site as well.
Yeah, they're reading the tendency for how some of the PRX players might play, especially with the Marshal. So being able to spot out something is a huge win around. Pushing on even further, an area unfortunately will get struck out by Tara.
Yeah, this is one of those comps that if you get over towards site, it's done.
Yeah, I gotta say, Alexi's timing
so
on
PRX, I mean, they're gonna have no trouble in wanting to be aggro, but they have to be aggro.
Weapons, effectively here. Quick little back, but she just reacts in time. Can't really do the onslaught of the pistol barrages from there. And that nade's gonna be spotting it out as Kelly S picks
up. They're gonna get Razor early as well. Might just go default for B main ult.
He did the same thing with the nades from the previous round.
Yeah. I mean, again, we're kind of singing the praises of Jing. When they were on the
no pings might have increased the comms in real games. I mean, that would be nice.
Exactly.
Dude, EMEA is the worst stuff for comms. Like, EMEA ranked is crazy. You're lucky if you get anyone talking.
Yes. And then, if I remember correctly, he also had a stint with RRQ.
Don't spam Guardian like that? Yeah, pretty much. First one of the day? That's not too bad. 23 minutes in.
Hello.
EMEA ranked makes you feel sad. Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. So anyways, you were talking about,
yesterday Junkie 2 was playing EU ranked and struggling as well. Dude, it's just
honestly,
like
he's been through so many
no one comms, and then the first thing they do comm is like complaining about something. That's it. That's the most average game.
For DR Esports, obviously his time in RRQ back in 2022, and his last Philippine team in the Philippines was Oasis Gaming, where
Achilles, there you go. Yeah, you get to experience it from the other side.
I know he plays so many things now, but I think, and a bunch of the catchers probably would say the same, that he plays best on a duelist. But again, with being an IGL for global esports here, I don't know how many times he can actually do that effectively, but we'll have to see how this kind of goes. But anyways, he's been doing really, really good.
Also effective player, at least for this year's. Back into mid again. They spot
oh my goodness, guy's a bit of a lunatic here. The dog might own him. He's so committed. No, he didn't even check. Oh my god, something checked though.
So reactive to all of what is happening here. Flash didn't get away. No, just a bit too sharp on the shots. Papachula finally shuts down the menace that is something, but he's lost all control of mid here. He has to fight back, and he's able to do that. Able to shut down Jing as well, and Thin down the numbers.
Wee, hold up.
Alright.
We're expecting the push as well. We spot one, so we know where they both are.
He's just doing it by himself. Not even have time to react. He's already gotten the 4K, and now it's only Forsaken.
That was
That's
pretty
all
nuts
the way
as
on
well.
the A side.
This is a
Call
sick
has
round
been
from
made
him.
for Global Zipto to go straight up to B. Hunt is going to spot out Forsaken, and now they know that he's somewhere nearby. The question is, how is Crystal going to plant this spike? He does, or is able to plant it. Poppy Jewel is so near on the ace. One more time.
Big round. Big round. Hit some lovely shots.
Crystal, the alley-oop on the ace.
Yeah. What a time to do it as well.
It already was
on
like, you know, setting it
on the
up
bonus.
The fact that the whole round just played out with Poppy.
It's kind of crazy doable now, because like we said, they're not going to get the op out for a while, and it's probably the big win condition.
But more importantly, because he's continuing to lurk off the other side. First of all, always been such an incredible player, not just on global esports, but also with his runs on Naos, I believe, on Ascension, always effective on the clutch, and that's because his portrays the timing on it is just so effective. Next round starts, and it's going to be Kelly S already starting things off with the opening pick as PRX tries to push out.
FWDTVVV with a tier 1. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for the 5 months also.
Was so that even if Forsaken did throw the fault line, it's only going to be hitting one angle of A main, not majority of it, and someone has to be able to deal with the push out from something. And
Look at them, they just know they're gonna push.
Yeah, rooting for a lot of PRX's tendencies again. So continuing to hold, and as the smokes come out, that's a chance for them to possibly slip through in with the swings out, and Aaron will be able to find a pick against Forsaken.
Handled it pretty well. Double info.
Satchel's in, Tara not quite able to fight back. She was
This is a nice round to watch still, even though it's Eco.
But in with an Ariana Classic. Down to the last player, and that's Jing. Maybe looking for exits in with a Bucky. Oh, he's been spotted. Okay.
Alright, let's see how much of
how many people are gonna go for it? Oh my goodness.
Okay,
wait, how are none of them kills? 30 and 30?
Bucky has failed, but yeah.
Was there a silent Bucky enough? What just happened to him?
If he gets like 3 to 4 kills with a Bucky when everybody was chasing him down, but still. Anyways, gotta say, Global Esports Zipto here has been doing
That's your Bucky?
a really good
Dude, that should have been, at least one of them should have been a kill.
Kind of cascade as well as go for follow-up strats.
What do you reckon, aiming too high maybe?
Yeah, exactly. So that was pretty, it's a really good one because again, we started the second half 9-3 and now it's looking a lot more feasible that it's with 7-9. Pretty good.
Well, they pick a right side again. It's a comp that can't get over towards site. Okay, this is what we're saying though. They need the op out. Oh my god.
Tries to go for the antics. Updrafted play and an not quite able to
Dude, he's such a lunatic. Every time as well. The op shorty. It's incredible.
Up towards the side though, 3 players all hold up. It's gonna be something trying to look for a single position in with the
Look at him, man. He's an absolute monster.
Jig Satchel's in a little bit closer, looking for the infight, but at the same time, off towards elbow. More players
Nice
from
shots in this round. Yeah, they get the op out to start winning some rounds. I'm saying it was 100% down to that, because honestly, him sending it with the smoke was awesome as well.
Wow, that was sick. So, best thing about that, aside from the the really oppressive retake that we saw from PRX, was you saw the play that something did with the updraft into the shorty. I believe it wasn't him that got the kill, rather it was the player behind him, and I think he was just it was two-pronged. It's either he gets the kill with the shorty or he makes Inari look,
Dude, look how many ults they got though.
And then tries to deal with it if she can't.
They're not okay for this. Okay, A went so bad. Did they go A again? It's the absolute classic. You know the op is here. Oh, imagine it. Oh, nice. Yeah, a bit too much with the comms of him going over towards heaven, I guess.
She actually spots one player out. That's Kelly S down, the star fragger of the team. Continues to flash out and make a little bit more
Yeah, the
space.
flash just went too far, right? It was easy to turn. Oh my goodness, how did the Razor not kill here? Jing? Wait, how did Jing's ult not hit here? Oh god, how did it not hit?
It's 8-10.
Where's he shot that?
What's that from PRX? They're like, guys, they're fighting on ramps. Let's all fight on ramps. Jing also committed the showstopper, by the way, and I thought he was gonna get a pick.
Oh no, dude, he should have got a kill. Like he should have 100% got a kill. I don't even know where it went.
Really find anybody because the Cosmic Divide was put well enough in a spot that he couldn't really effectively figure out when. And
Razor was so dumb. I mean, we didn't see where it fully went, so I'm not gonna blame the Razor for that until I see a replay.
On the Cosmic Divide there from Poppy.
And now Kelly's continues to hold on to that showstopper.
If they
that can be a very
if they lose this round though, it's kinda for sure on.
Right there.
Okay. Global Esports.
You're blaming it regardless.
Waves on
yeah.
B main. Trailblazer from Kahibi does not spot anything out. Crystal, okay, feels a bit of the heat here on Garage, but I'm not sure if Global Esports ZETA is going to try to re-encapsulate and fight it again, right? Because now they kind of set their sights on mid and maybe potentially going through Heaven here. Lots of contacts with from something for
I think Jewel on A at the moment.
50 seconds on the clock. I think Global ZETA.
But he's got really good timing on it. Oh, sorry, she has a really good timing on it.
From PRX. Exactly what they want to happen as they're pushing up on mid.
I mean, the Cypher wins the round. 2 kills, right?
But Crystal collecting on the kill, the showstopper being popped as well now. Vents has to be respected. Forsaken will be able to find kills from back the streets, but in towards the site. Jing in from top main, able to fight back through against Alexi. So that is the mid-round call from Global to go back into a team where Tara is lying in wait. The Prowler though will connect, and she's gonna have to hang back a little bit further, trying to buy time in with the reloads. 13 seconds down, the spike goes down.
Not a chance she expects this.
Nightfall connects though, and Forsaken looks to hold the angle.
That was kind of sick.
It's gonna be
broke it back to side. Crystal did great here as well. Broke the Omen ult. And then
Zipto fighting back 9-10.
I mean, that was really cool to be honest. The fatal was great as well, to be honest. Connected on to everyone.
Crystal, he had to just play by himself.
Crystal, yeah, Crystal's a beast.
Kelly was holding the angle on Heaven, and where exactly Kelly was, he
hit a really nice shot with the fast peek over towards spawn as well.
PRX coming out of Al because he again Kelly had to deal with Tara that was still on Heaven and could provide
the
that
sky. Dude, the sky flashes are great at the moment.
When Tara used it from the shadows though, that was the timing for Kelly to start getting the kills because with the Nightfall
been pretty good throughout the whole game.
PRX could not hear where Kelly was going to be coming from, so really just good plays between the two players of Global ZETA.
So quick and so smart with the setups as well. But next round now in with the Outlaws.
Yeah, we're handling the eco as well. Everyone's getting it, dude. Everyone's doing this recently. It's so nice.
Controller gone as well on both ends. Something also dying out towards A main. So B site open. Global Esports looking to collect onto the site.
I mean, this should be already. Oh boy. Is Christmas gonna come early because she's about to wrap the present or unwrap the present? 2 already for her.
Probably.
Books, and that is gonna be
calm aim as well.
She cleans up with a beautiful backstab.
Dude, a 9-3 half to a 10-10.
Once again, playing around a lot of the positioning
and they can't get another op out, and that's the only time they won a round.
I mean, that's the thing about PRX also. It's just like on the defensive side.
Who's in the coach spot for PRX chat?
Playing this specific composition, that's right. Where
someone said it wasn't Alex, but is that true?
Intel for them, apart from perhaps
Did he fake it? Oh, okay.
On towards like A main, B main, or A ramp, they have to keep jiggle peeking, and that's where there's a slight opportunity for Global ZETA to take them down. So going into the timeout, the first timeout ever being called for this entire Pacific Spotlight series is Coach Jamie Faker.
Yeah.
Looking to break it down to the team.
I like how he's just so chill. He's just a chill guy.
He's going to slam the desk. Yeah.
That's.
Is that a staple for it? Oh, sorry, you're talking about chill guy. I thought. I felt like JD Faker does that as well, like IRL. Anyways, again, like you mentioned, first time out, right? There needs to be some discussion here. I think, is it correct to assume, or will you agree with me, that it feels like there's a bit of overheat here for PRX, right? They need to somehow chill down because the pacing is pretty good already.
But what if he calls a masterclass here?
Start to maybe lose
so they get the manager into the coach spot.
And try to fish
they haven't had a round. Well, they've had one round.
Bring it down against
out of what, 8?
Global ZETA, right? But it's kind of backfiring in that regard.
Yes, I will concur with that statement.
Let's try to look at the call. What was the actual call?
Concur. Oh, sorry, you concur. No, you weren't saying I was correct.
What? No.
I mean, nothing too crazy. They just want to get info over towards middle more.
Forsaken does have.
Well, this might be nice. They might re-clear middle. We actually had a smoke deep, yeah, so they wanted to actually like get middle off the fake pressure at middle. Get the info. Did they let him get over towards the side again though? It's so hard against the deadlock. Forsaken drops down, gets a kill, gets out of there, and still has ult. What the hell is that? How's he allowed to do that? And then we got a whole big question mark over towards B. We're going to over-rotate, and they're going all the way to A. I say over-rotate. I can't even blame them. They were on B side.
Swing out from Inari and Kellyas. Great call. That gives them the real theft. So expose the positionings. We got all the information we need, and
now they double back.
Never mind. I thought they were going to go for A, but no. It's a wraparound to B. Tara gets spotted out, but she gets information as well. But it's not yet done here, Quack. There's still 30 seconds, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to plant the spike. The question now is Tara going to be able to stop it when there is Kelly S and Crystal now to kind of deal with if she pushes out of Ali?
Yeah, Tara only has smokes too. Like, this is a whole gunfight for PRX. They only have guns to work off of, so trying to source or suss up the position, but not knowing that Inari's up behind. Push this out from the top of
might be doing it.
The sudden peek out from
He got no money for
It's
PRX.
the kills from Global Zipto that take PRX apart. It's 11 to 10. Global Zipto have found the lead.
They could maybe low buy.
From what was a very strong show of force, right, from PRX to now Global being in the driver's seat. Very, very good. For the global side, and I gotta say, man, I mean,
they gotta start letting them have Saints though.
Really
that would have been my timeout.
Second half for global.
Stop.
And PRX,
just fight somewhere.
You know, obviously, they're
fight
in
one of these early.
Okay.
Oh
that
god.
timing from Crystal, the double shot with the outlaw catches Jing. Sure, Tara's able to.
Yeah, knows they're gonna be low by buys the outlaw again.
Problem is, there's no one pushing. She can't get a refrag.
I would say teams in the last like what month got a lot better against the ecos at the moment, just using the outlaw. It was driving me crazy this year, but we've already seen such an increase in the off season.
Yeah,
Global Zipto slowing things down all of a sudden. It really throws PRX off. So we're still trying to jiggle and hold up positions.
Outlaw nerf incoming. Yeah, eventually.
Look at this.
I think it's a bit off, to be honest. But
the rest of them trying to poke around mid, pull those rotations back to mid, and then they hit B. Tara has to fall back really quickly. Uh-oh.
Very quickly, because that concussion hit is going to stop her around the corner.
Ooh!
Shot onto Crystal, though, but she is down to 10. Tries to reposition because she's all alone here on B.
Oh, it was nice. Flash to enabler as well. Forsaken's util was good here. Flash before drops in. Try and enable an extra kill. Gets double.
Zipto. Numbers equal. Spike not yet planted here, Quack. And there's still a chance right now for PRX to turn things around, especially with the separation of the
no
two
way.
Zipto
They pushed down to spawn.
Oh, and Aries taking her time.
I mean, the last place you're gonna expect is spawn, right? But
Updraft doesn't spot too much either, so
last place she's probably gonna expect is
left.
left.
Yeah. Her first. The headshot goes through, and PRX tie up the score.
Wow.
I mean, this was all down to Forsaken, to be honest. That play he did was a madness. It was sick. Keeps dropping down from heaven, getting multi-kills. What's up, Keeper? How we doing?
From PRX. Tara starts it off, right? Great control on B main. She got the first pick onto Crystal. Starts slowing down the tempo, the push from Global Esports, Zipto. And then Forsaken from out of nowhere just jumps up, tries to get as many kills as possible, gets 2, which is already pretty damn good for PRX here. And then out of nowhere, you just
this combo is actually going to wreck him, right?
Putting the final nail in the coffin
Oh my god. Just got out of there. Any other agent's like dead, pretty much.
In with the setups and the nades, as well as the stars, to just collapse on towards garage. They took down Tara, so that's again the smokes player gone. You're not quite able to delay effectively anymore. Forsaken's gonna have to play safe.
Oh my goodness, though. This guy's winning some solo rounds.
There's no more Rolling Thunder for the rest of the round. It's just gunfights again for something and Kawaii.
Yeah, and the Deadlock's alive again for an afterplan.
And this barrier mesh is not gonna be too good.
They actually need to save. That's the issue here.
She's
they for sure need to save.
Making use of at least the first couple of seconds before he needs to go into the site to clear out mid. But look at the positioning. Ouch. on the exit, on the entry rather. Gets hit in the back, down to 25. Not looking too hot for him. So is this just going to be a save? Because they're going to be running out of money because they already know that in a 2 versus 4 with time running out, it's just not going to happen. Yeah, that's probably the case, but this just means that they're already forfeiting the round. 12 to 11.
They're not even saving these both. Yeah.
And Alexi as well as a Neri. The Zipto
okay, from 9-3.
Just able to pick up the 2 remaining players of PRX.
9-3, back to here.
I'm just thinking about the fact that like we started off 9-3. It's 12-11, and there's still a chance that PRX could push this into overtime. Every single, like, for the past 3 rounds right now, bro, like, Forsaken has held on to this Rolling Thunder, but he keeps fighting. He keeps fighting, and he keeps finding trades or getting traded.
We have had this for a long time. Not saying this is folks, he won the other round, but...
able to take the rounds. Next round coming through. It's another annihilation for the side of Lexi. And they're setting up towards A now. It's been, like, B so far. You are divided. They're trying to pinch up the
something with the judge.
Oh, annihilation.
Oh my.
No yoinks whatsoever. Rolling Thunder already used
Gets
by Forsaken,
into the smoke.
But that wall is making it difficult for them to just get any catches. Something though, trying to time it. Forsaken, any flashpoints or any flashes would be well accepted. But they went into
Pappy's
the trap,
wrecking people with his aim though.
2 for 2.
Dude, that could have got that could have been so much worse. He could have got so many here.
1 minute left on the clock, and the weapons. I'd say it's just better on the global Zipto side.
You'd say.
And it's true.
It's
obviously.
Yeah,
I mean, if Jing gets a kill, he gets ult.
Oh
and then we're pretty much in overtime. It's a nice shot, by the way.
Did get a Jing on towards one of the players, though. Alexi down to 1 HP, but popping the trade off to the closer tower.
This guy played insane, though. Fair play.
Rifle. He goes in for the
Fair play. He actually
and down
popped
from
him.
A 9-3 scoreline in the first half. Global Zipto turn
from a 9-3 as well. Yeah, dude, they had to play way more aggro on defense. I thought they were going to, just because it was PRX.
Not have his weapon out. This entire game, gotta say, is just if you wanna make a clip, a video montage of the first game here in the Spotlight series, this is a very, very good one. Jing just shook.
Dude, it cost us a stop.
It really highlighted what they got the most, right? The aces, as well as just all the sick plays coming out from when these teams are on that attacking side.
I think you really... For PRX, it still is like classic W gaming. Being able to push out so quick, so... And also for something in with that op was very, deadly as well. Very lethal. But as you start to go to the end of the first half, you saw that PRX were starting to read the potential flanks coming up from Global Zipto, so that was always lovely. But on the second half, that's where the defense...
Okay, chat, let me spam spams. I'm gonna go wake up.
Meanwhile,
to walk around for a little bit.
Had the setups. You saw how this cosmic divide alongside the annihilation from Lexi was utilized, but at the same time they had these like team coordinated plays where they're looking for ways to combo utility, take down Tara when the smokes are gone, or to leave players on a really effective lurk, like Poppy in that round where he picked up the huge ace. So
sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot of action on both sides. Strategically, it's tough to really say, but definitely Global Zipto won out overall in the whole game for the second half.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that, and maybe because I mentioned as well in the second half, PRX doesn't really have a sentinel, so they had to play, I think, the more proactive role, even if they're on the defense, right? Because the longer they wait, the more map control Global Zipto gets, and then the less effective their comp potentially becomes, because they're just getting pushed farther and farther back into their own side of the map. And it comes with risks where they just kind of have to, take the fights, and these fights might not be for your favor. But I gotta say as well, another thing that was a big problem for, I think, PRX was Kelly S and Poppy.
Yeah.
Where even though, again, PRX was getting all of these nice little starting kills, they somehow lose the trade battle because Poppy or Kelly will just get more kills than them for some reason.
Yeah, I think you definitely see a lot of it because, like, Kelly S is just so effective, like, so proficient on this Razor's role. I mean, playing it from Oasis Gaming all the way now to Global Zipto. He's still carrying that performance throughout, and Poppy just being able to find the trade timing off of his fallen teammates is always so pristine. So that 13-11 scoreline at the end of it all is quite a bit, but it also tells you that PRX still has an opportunity at fighting back. So for now, I mean, this was just the first map. It was split, so it's a lot of coordinated plays, a lot of executes, a lot of big fights. But as we move over onto the next map as well, which is gonna be Ascent, you might expect that maybe things are gonna tamper down a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Well, we'll see, right? We'll see. I mean, we haven't seen most of the other changed agents, and Ascent does give a little bit more, I think, holler to potentially the Sage. We'll have to see if Jing might bring out the Battle Sage here, and so on and so forth. But anyways, that's the first game of the Spotlight Series, and already we're seeing so much action unfold in front of our eyes. Anyways, guys, we're going to go on a quick little break. When we come back, map number 2 is going to be coming right at you, so do not go anywhere.
And welcome back to the Pacific Spotlight Series. That was quite the first map. So much action on both sides, but we are finally moving forward to the next one, which is going to be Ascent. Quack, of course, Asterai. I mean, what did you think of the whole thing? I mean, that was insane. I just, there's so much to take in. So much.
Again, a lot of our questions, or I think a big question here is, how is the synergy going to be for these teams? I think we have our somewhat answer for this first map, where in terms of offense, both teams just like up there, right? It's on the defense that they kind of struggle because of how, I think, very aggressive this entire first map has become. So far, my impressions, it's a pretty damn good series. Again, this first ever mixed gender tournament here in Asia Pacific has been a pretty good banger. I will say, I'm looking forward to potentially seeing the other players that we've seen, like Hybe, Tara, Neri, Alexi, get a lot more of that spotlight, because they had some moments there, but we kind of just saw, you know, the duelists really kind of just do their own thing. Because of course, the PRX, we're going to be seeing a lot more something, some more Jing. Kelly S, of course, was also popping off on the global Zipto side. So with Ascent being a bit more, I think, a bit more different in variance to how Split is played.
Got to unmute. Hello.
A lot more of the controllers.
We are back. How's everyone done?
Get that spotlight, which again we could see from players like Ineri, Alexi, Hybe, and Tara.
Maybe. I mean, hopefully it does kind of.
What map we got next? Ascent.
It's always hard to say, right, with some of these teams. I think what I do want to focus on a little bit more, apart from the map that could be played, you mentioned a little bit as well. I mean, talking about getting.
How did PRX lose? I mean, it's got wrecked on attack.
PRX, you know, we still
I mean,
have
well, they got wrecked on defense.
They are just so fast. At times, it kind of, especially on the defensive side, it can feel like Tara and Kohybe need
a haircut. Yeah, I just watched it now, dude. It's so long. I'll do it at one point.
Because what we saw in the second half a lot was just Tara alone to kind of hold up for forward position.
When I get time, I'll do it. Dude, these segments are so quiet in comparison to the game.
What the prep work for that would be. Granted, it is, you know, Spotlight series, so not like full on very intense strats all being put out. But at the same time, right, it just means that Tara has to pick up quite a bit by herself around this site. So
gym routine, bro. My routine is just.
But she's still able to.
I had to switch between 3 back, chest, legs, and then whatever I did.
I think the last Alexi
like
landed like the 2
most, well, longest to go. I just do that.
In with a sheriff, so that was always awesome.
But I'm doing cardio at the moment as well. So I do like 45, 30 minutes. So I do like
more slow
hour 15.
You could see a lot more utility combos. Like Alexi was able to work alongside Poppy in with the Cosmic Divide being put up. She would send that Annihilation in towards elbow or screens to catch any player if they are positioned there. And it's things like
the interval music was even quieter. Oh really? But that's probably a good sign though.
Zipto a lot more because you can see everyone being involved. Neri in for lurks, Alexi in with a utility combo, Gravnet being thrown. They're just like coordinating with each other a lot better.
I like how you mentioned that, right? And I feel like that's such a strong suit for Global Zipto, where on the flip side for PRX...
Have I done my pick'ems? Nah, not yet. I'll do them at one point.
Gaming, where they just full...
Wait.
Thing that could potentially...
He just cut him off with it.
Whoa!
The clove?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Alright, sorry, I was just about to say, is Kohybe and Tara gonna have to adjust
they go for a deadlock
as
again?
They can to match,
They're literally just going for the we get onto a site, we win.
Have been kind of playing for years among the 3 of them, you know, when they play on PRX. Is one more enough for Kohybe and Tara to match up that speed? Because it feels like some of the plays that PRX has been doing here, the other 2 haven't had as much time. I mean, again, it is just complete. It's just observation for me. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Forsaken get to go on duelist, yeah.
Issue because they could
been
be playing at
a while.
Speeds, whereas
dude, not the something Silver. The something Silver is a madness. Dude, if they do the whole 4-1 where the 1 is the Silver, I'm gonna lose my mind. Surely he's in the pack though.
like Tara was by herself, so it was just difficult for her to handle Rush.
I can't get over the music,
I
man.
think on the attacking side, they are still.
I don't even hear the casters when the music's on.
Saw Kohibi support them with the flashes very well. So
3-person stack on mid.
Plays, but as we move forward into Ascent, yes, the comps are a little bit interesting.
Oh, wait, that
hit.
That was a nice shot.
Kelly has on the deadlock, but we dive straight into the round with PRX peeking out early mid, Forsaken spotting out players, but the hits going straight into B.
Dude, look at the damage that something did though.
They do get the catch onto something.
Wait, this one wasn't him.
Gives a bit of options right now for Global ZETA to go through mid. The long range weapon that they have with Kohai lurking there, so they might not want to go out without having more than just the one player going for the rotation onto short. But Jing, as he picks through this, might actually spot out like 3-4 players of Global ZETA just saying hi.
Dude, everyone's silent. This is kind of nice though. They're calm. They have trip here. They know that no one re-pushed over towards B. We throw the cage over towards spawn, so you can't fast rotate. We've got 2 here though.
But the dart does reveal that the hit's coming from market, so Forsaken trying to reposition.
Damn, look at them go. We're out here faking.
But then the mid-round call to rotate through into rotate short, where Tara is lying in wait with a splash. She does send it. It does hit, and Jing's looking to collect on the kill. 2 headshots back to back.
Hit 4.
A couple more trying to reaggress. Jing tries to go on through, pick me up, but doesn't quite give him the speed that he's looking for.
Got that kill.
Global ZETA able to shoot back. It's all down to Forsaken. He's just got the sheriff. He's peeking out from heaven. He's looking for Poppy up towards main. He spotted him out. Spotted the legs out player around the generator as well.
Dude, he got so unlucky with his decision making. Every time he went to do something, like the complete opposite thing of like him doing would have worked.
Oh boy, that was a very, very close pistol round right then and there. Alexi, what a 3K. This is what I was looking for here, Quack. This is what Ascent brings out for you. When you can't really go for that quick powwow play, you have to re-encompass the situation. You have to try to readdress it, right? And a great example of that is that push on
GE
short,
winning all 3
trophies.
trophies.
Paranoia, Jing gets 2
I like
kills,
the confidence.
and somehow Global ZETA have to try and just dig themselves out of such a very sticky situation.
I would lower the expectations a little bit. Like qualifying for an event with this team would be pretty impressive.
Global ZETA were able to.
As in like an OG.
Lexi.
Now in for the recon dart play. And oopsie.
I don't know about that. That decision making wasn't great, dude.
How that happened.
That was not great.
Recon dart, and then just gets peeked by PRX. All right, anyways, Global ZETA, they've already.
Am I calling them bad? Nah, I'm just calling.
Looking to potentially
I'm calling
go
other people bad.
Short, but they're playing with the heartstrings of PRX here. A bit of.
You gotta certain teams when they're not spending as much. You gotta lower expectations. Their goal should be different. It's like if you ever heard Mini speak about Foot, he was talking about their goals being different. He says that they're not like a big LAN winning team. Like, if anything, they're doing pretty good for like what they have.
So they are getting the spike down for now. Kelly's trying to hold up around stairs. Spots players out towards market. Trying to connect in with the Phantom Burst. But it's going to be Alexi with Outlaw instead. Final kills going through from Poppy from the back of B main. And that's PRX not quite able to shoot back.
Playoffs? Oh, they can for sure get playoffs.
Initial moment.
Yeah, that was an interesting
one.
Like...
Playoffs is fine. It's more like...
It's okay.
Like, can they get to a champs? That would be the big one.
They pushed B main.
It's either champs or it's like first tournament.
And it still works for Global ZETA.
Like first tournament's pretty up for grabs because of the
that round still, right? Because PRX they had to
because of the format to get there.
Anyways, that being said though, PRX now on their gun round. See how this unravels is immediately the peek out from Kohibi. The bait out though, but it doesn't
Dude, I
work
thought
out.
they were gonna
Look
hit that shot.
Double kill coming from Forsaken and Kohibi. I thought. Chris,
what?
Suppressing fire. All right, Kohibi peeks out, gets spotted. Kelly has wants some blood.
Oh my
goes
goodness.
down.
People are too good with this gun.
Everything with this Odin as he picks up the rifle in hand. Where is his teammate Poppy? Coming all the way from around top mid, has to go through B main here. Now afraid.
Did Heretic spend less? Oh, for sure.
Come through tiles. Something is alone
They,
on this B site.
was anyone's expectations when they got formed
push for the call to go through B
the same as they are now? I don't think so.
They still have time to at least look for some kills here and maybe open things up. And Poppy's been pretty good at it.
They also got like the best free agents from EMEA. They pretty much. Oh my goodness, this guy's aim's kind of crazy, by the way.
Oh my god!
They kind of had their team about 2 months before everyone else had their team, by the way. They had their team set as Champs was going on. Like them getting wrecked in the season was like huge for the org, to be honest.
At this point, 2-on-1, Global Zipto,
because they just did all like while everyone was chilling while Champs was on, they were just out just picking up players.
2 versus 1. There's still opportunity here, right, for him to go rotate. It's still a fresh plant.
Yeah, I can't believe they're gonna win this round. Who? Heretics. Like last year.
I know
last year.
Crystal got spotted by the recon dart, but something also got spotted by the Crystal's recon dart. So.
Red light underscore VLR, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Dude, this little fake smoke is kind of nice. You make it look like you're gonna play behind it. Hold a little bit of time. Dude, 3v5.
Yeah, this is where
bit of a nightmare.
So, yeah, there it is.
This is also the match.
This was a Crystal and Pappy special.
See both Russians face off each other.
Here. Yes. I've always been curious about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right? Like they're, I mean, first of all, Pacific 25. It's something Crystal, but we also got Champion on our queue, so that's always going to be quite interesting to see something in with the Odin. We'll be able to collect the kill on towards Poppy.
Well,
but that said, yes,
he's got an Odin.
Potential matchups. I think what's interesting is also the fact that while something is playing Sova right now, he's beginning to flex a little bit. Crystal is one of the most flexible players that we've seen so far in not just Pacific, but
so Vitality should win this year. They should be reaching like their actual potential second Masters-ish that time.
He's pretty insane as a player. I find him
like
not only
I'm not really expecting them to go to the first event. But I think like I would expect Vitality to go to the last 2 events.
Like B main as contained as
for
possible.
Sure, I reckon they should be a Canada or Paris.
Because they kind of overstacked for a couple of seconds, and they committed some of their resources just so that they could go around the map. And Inari just,
damn, dude, nice shots.
And he's done it onto something, and Inari just wants some blood. One more.
I gotta imagine. Yeah.
Inside the smoke, playing around. Alexi helping teammate out. Jing caught Rock in a hard place. Oh no. He tried to
hit another one as well during this. A lovely round, by the way.
Just a clean round altogether by Global Zipto.
I just love how you were like, oh, Jing, he's trying to do, oh no.
Yeah. You, immediately as you see him trying to remove the trap, you're like,
it's done.
Yeah, he's probably done for.
Fnatic made Bangkok. I'm not sure who I'm gonna say, to be honest, to make Bangkok. It's gonna be like,
that's another potential
if I was forced to say at the moment who's gonna make it, it would probably be Heretics and then like K Corp. I gotta go off who's like working hard and who has had like a good amount of time to practice. They're probably the 2 safest bets. I think the second spot in EMEA is really open. Really open. K-Corp, yeah. Just because Eng's really good at double a limb, he always comes up with some crazy stuff that's like good first time you use it. And then they've been practicing a lot as well. So it's like format suits them.
Is that it's gonna be a game of who can read who better. I think.
And then it's
stay on top mid or on mid.
It's pretty open for sure, but that's probably where I would go to. That makes the most sense.
By the Odin spam. Thankfully enough, not because utility with that Killjoy is gonna be so important to potentially keep mid alive.
Could be a big recon now.
Bot. Anyways, looks like it's gonna be Global Zipto knocking on B main.
Not sure that's how I would have used it, but
are aware of the hit coming forward. Kohaimi able to go in for the burst, looking for the reposition, refrag against Kelly-S, but Kelly-S gets the timing on top of that. So into the side they go. In with a Neuro Theft as well. And it's going to be Kelly-S looking for the hit onto something, but he continues to try to stay elusive around the back of Boathouse. Alexi in with the short.
Did the little jiggle peek as well.
Crystal, but Alexi and the short able to fight back. So onto the site now, Kelly-S holding up around the other side of Market Floor. Spotted Tara, goes in for the shots, takes her down. are not quite able to fight back. Down for Forsaken now. He's got the up. Tries to continue to aggress. Doesn't back down. In with a Vandal. And he uses the Cloudburst to get a little
I mean, we've got 2 1v1s.
through stairs as the smoke stays on. Up from Jing. Tries to push on through. Tosses the classic out. Spots out Poppy in with that little jump peek, but knows that he doesn't quite have the time to challenge. So goes in for the
guy in because it's just like the guy main's just like, well, as soon as I hear this sound, and they should be pushing the site, but then nothing happens site. It has to be wall pushing me.
Star or 2 left. Just place a gravity well on the spike, and if Forsaken can't kill Poppy, there's just no way he's going to be able to defuse it in time, right? I love this double peek coming in from them. Look at the timing on Alexi and Crystal, just kind of waiting for each other before they double swing on the summit, respecting still
Heretics will do now well next season. Yeah, thank you for that, Weber. Right. I mean, at least we've got some faith from the team. We like that.
Forsaken just had to try to YOLO a push and see if he can get a pick.
Because if you ran all the way back through like defender spawn, he would have gotten caught. So
yeah,
tough plays. But right now, pushing out of A main, PRX.
Oh, Forsaken's not
what a
shy.
shot, dude! Oh my goodness! This is what they gotta do on attack, though. Obviously, they hit some incredible shots, but you just gotta go aggro.
And slices and
You actually have to go aggro.
What a mad lad! All right, now this forces 100%.
This is still a pretty hard retake.
Go in
Just saying.
through the B side because they have to play the
They
3
probably
versus
lucked
5.
out because
Sure,
Alexi's playing
it's
too
not yet
aggro.
the best of weaponry for PRX, but the numbers, this is going to be brutal for them. Jing offers himself up to use that ultimate. Now it's going to be only Kelly S and Crystal in this position.
Look at the HPs this Odin could clean up.
So slightly away, and now
it's doable, super doable.
And it's all down to Crystal.
30 bullets.
Can he make it happen
24
for
bullets.
1, 2 versus 1? Back of the site. He's got 24 bullets on the Odin.
Oh my
They go
goodness,
in for the
definitely
peak,
had
for
some
the fight,
potential.
And they will win that
TH
battle. Skohaimi shuts him down.
right?
And
Is that how I'm
puts a
saying this
point
with the
on board
prime?
for
Thank you so
PRX.
much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was quite the naughty shot as well.
Thank you for
initial
the prime.
approach from
Welcome
PRX
to the Slug Club as well.
Insane, like you mentioned with Forsaken just going off the blades against an Neri who was holding it off. Like, look at that, just full left straight wide swing. But at the same time, the quick and unstoppable plays as well. Right click into towards Jing alt, but also into the site where Skohaimi lands, you know, a
The rounds are
point-blank
still
shot
pretty
in with the
close,
Sheriff
though.
against Crystal, who was holding the Odin. So 1-5 right now. PRX looking for a chance to fight back. Forsaken is the one holding the up.
And he's, oh, I love this. He's going for that super aggressive peek on mid. And look at the jump.
It's a big
out from
miss.
Poppy. I think he just like felt it.
Silver all in as well. I mean, the Silver should actually wreck them
Anyways,
angle-wise.
big fight coming out through B main. Everything
Didn't
is
get
being
anything
thrown,
off it. Decay
except the
didn't get
kitchen
anything
sink,
as well.
right?
Astra,
There's
we got the VIP
grab
over
net,
towards
there's
site
the
in terms of
cosmic
Kelly.
divide,
Like, is
everything
this not
just so
done
that they
rounds?
can press and push up into B. Forsaken's already at the edge of this wall. He sees the ping, but knows that there's a wall right there, so he can't really go into
Tunnel
the
vision's
Lexi.
crazy,
And
all
Harry,
3 of them
it's a great
still.
bait and switch. They got the 2 kills, and now it's holding down the Taro. The big
Oh my
out.
goodness.
Oh, the dash.
Whoa.
There gets this. She's insane. The 4K.
Damn.
And she just goes white,
That was
whizzing
sick.
past Tara and getting the kill down the single digits.
That was sick,
Global
though.
Zipto's like, you got 1 round, we got 1 round.
Damn,
it's
dude.
fair. We're fine.
That was awesome.
Okay, sure. What's up?
Okay.
Dude, PRX are cracking me up, man. With all of them just looking at the person that was revealed.
But what a round and what a play from Aneri. I mean, sure, she was set up by her teammates, but being so proactive as to continue aggressing back and towards defender spawn. Off of the wall being set up from Kelly S. Like, PRX were just not expecting that. And that's why, you know, a player like Aneri from Game Changers, she's still able to go in, like, W Gaming against the W Gaming
What is this
team.
music? I have no
And that
idea.
forces the timeout.
It's
now
definitely
from
give me
Coach
copyright on YouTube,
Shady
though,
Finger.
surely. Yeah, I'm looking at the first one. I already got
again,
copyright strike.
They just have to try, and I don't know what even is the problem right now for PRX, right? It seems like they're peeking out all of
Why
these
does this
angles.
always happen,
They're
man?
getting all of these
I'm not sure I can
supposed
upload these ones.
contacts, but somehow Global Zipto is just the one that's coming out on top here.
El Bello with the prime. Thank you so much.
setup
Thank you.
is
Appreciate the
so good. I don't know if
7
it's just
moms.
because
Thank you.
of how well
Mute them.
the
Oh, it's
Astra
too late,
utility
man.
has
I've tanked
been
it already.
utilized by Global Zipto, because
already
that cosmic
tanked it.
divide just allowed Global Zipto to do whatever the hell that they wanted on the B site, right? Or if
already happened.
If it's just, I don't know, it just feels like so cohesive right now for the Global Zipto team.
It really does. I mean, I know what you're saying because it feels as though they've like prepared for this. They know the exact positions to play and hold it.
Get the drone out of them,
It
though.
kind of looks like PRX are just playing into it. And going for that triple peek outside of the Cosmic Divide, so it's just so darn
you need a
tough
script
really
to mute all music before uploading goes through. Have you got one for me?
Have prepared for it and,
I mean,
how
I
they're breaking
do.
all that
You're not
down.
wrong.
That's why we do
That
have
would
the
be
winners
incredible.
interview later. But as we start on this next round, off the timeout, it's just pistols for the side of PRX, and they're continuing to jiggle again.
Mario Party music.
Kohaibi now inside of B main, but not spotting out too much on the other sides. It's going to be Tara getting a read for the timing.
Do it,
we're going for
do it.
Oh my gosh, she's going.
Yes, the fight. Okay, I thought she was going to just, like, random swing out. Anyways, she does have the blades up and running.
On a vision.
She's the one onto Tara. Forsaken holding the angle, controlled, calm, collected. Because he has to do something with the classic. Neri's just jumping
checked
up and
it.
down.
They know the one's main
no
as well now.
shutdowns
Comms.
here at all. Tara,
Holy.
good spot, but Bobby's just a little bit too fast. And Neri spots out 3 remaining players of PRX on Heaven as they now go in for the fight. Jing starts off here. Sees Poppy around the corner. Crystal gets a lot of information and just shuts it down. Great bombardment of the shots, and that's just going to be a clean sweep for Global ZETA here. 7-1 PRX.
It was low by though.
I mean,
Psychotic for you as well with the Prime. Thank you so much as well, man. Appreciate you. Welcome into the Slug Club. Thank you, thank you. A 7-1 into a 7-1.
But also Crystal in with that Odin. Still daring to like hop out, shock dart over, peek back again. Like that is confidence on the side of Global ZETA right now, knowing that they pretty much have that round 1 in the bags. Next one coming up though, this is where maybe PRX get a chance to strike back. Kohaibi in with the lockdown, but once again, playing for positioning.
Dude, baited out by a cam.
Caught. And that's
how many fast kills do they have? I feel like they keep getting the fast kills all the time.
He's one. And that is also the spike. It's already been dropped. Okay, so now they have to try to deal with Forsaken first.
Fake smoke into double swing.
Smoke just to give a bit of coverage. I wonder if they're going to be able to hit the shot. Yeah, Poppy's just been too heated on
missing some shots.
Now down to Ash.
Get the op off him.
Not available here for PRX as Global ZETA is just, again, in full control.
Right. You got the hit in towards B, taking down Kohaibi. I mean, I don't think they were.
That was good. The fake smoke, dude. Astra is great.
Because it's a Neri, being able to
Astra
take
is
shots against
so
her
good in a
teammates.
lot of situations.
She just continues to hold the positioning. Look at the crosshair on this.
Nice shot.
All right, a little bit off, and Jing will be able to strike back. Has to pick me up, so goes for the speed boost as well. But Alexi right around the corner.
Jinx is making a lot of noise, and again, ooh, they already know he's somewhere here. Right? Look at this triple stack inside the smoke. I love the idea. Is the door closed on market? Yeah, it is. I mean, Jing has no way to entry. He breaks that door, then they all look in his general direction, right? If he goes around here, he just burns so much time. And again, there's still, there's still the. Oh yeah, I thought there was a KJ Live. No, never mind. But anyways, yeah, if he goes around, it's just way too.
Did a team grab net?
Yeah.
Saved off.
Safety off for the next round. I mean, that's the call.
Okay, something. Sorry, Forsaken's gonna have another go at it.
It's tough, man. When global esports are
right. Does Forsaken get it, or does
like you mentioned, Poppy
something get it?
Was the one who took Forsaken down.
No, they're still believing.
Despite the pretty much strict off angle that Forsaken was holding outside of A main. So
the op, yeah, I was thinking that because he kind of had 2 big misses, I was thinking like maybe he just goes, all right, it's not for me.
Well, that's the scoreline.
But we go back to it again. We get the op out over towards B, and it's going to send it over towards A. We've got one person A, and it's going to be a retake against the Deadlock again. Don't want to say the round's already done, but
nothing much outside of A this time.
Yeah, no one's going to contact them, obviously, because we're seeing it. Everyone from Global ZETA is just already knocking on the A side. I wonder if they're just gonna charge through this, right? They already have most things set up. Camera's already there. Yeah, and Aries already dashed in, and I mean, is there anything that Tower can do in terms of pop shots that can maybe kill someone before the door gets closed? Looks like that's gonna be a no. They're just stopping everything. Forsaken. Yeah, he set up a tailwind peak if he could, but
wait, what is this?
Did
we hit the wait. Oh boy, wait, the ping diff. Oh, it just hit it, dude. That was close to not hitting, by the way, chat. It was so close to not hitting.
fight.
I thought the ult was a little bit too low, but
try to look for a bit of space outside
the only reason that they might be able to retake this. Oh my goodness.
Kelly pulls up the annihilation. It does connect. So a little bit more even in terms of numbers right now, and PRX are running out of time. In towards Amy, gonna have to fight for the crossfire angle. Crystal able to shoot back, and it's down towards Jake.
Oh my goodness.
But there's no time for the V-Fuse, so despite the kills,
Yeah,
PRX,
the whole thing was a clown college, to be honest. Even the wall landed on the ceiling. It landed on the roof really early on over towards door.
You know, the one person caught by an annihilation to just be annihilated and start working that 2 versus 2 on A main.
Dude, that was so funny.
Yeah, that's the conundrum. Like,
right? Because I mean, they were already running out of time. Someone had to start tapping the spike, and then they just couldn't really find the opening for that. Because again, there's still 2 players of Global ZETA holding the main angle. I don't know. It's again, like you said, it's a conundrum. It's such a risk to also do that.
Need this Omen to stop bringing out the judge or something.
Another, you're working at a disadvantage. So
get that confidence kill.
It is what it is, but next round coming through.
Beat me again, I dare you.
Nice shot.
I lost my mind. Where the hell did that come from?
Oh,
He just jumped out and assassinated an area.
Give him nice. Yeah, dude. Put away the ump.
It's my time to shine. I'm Forsaken. Okay, finally Poppy shuts him down, but the damage has been done. It's a 2-2. Money's not as good for PRX, so those 2 kills from Forsaken is just immensely impactful.
Still deadly. And it does change up the pace for Global ZETA right now, who are holding up outside, looking for more pushes out from PRX, but nothing found right now. And with the Sonic sensor guarding them inside of B main as well, they
9-3 again.
Around the smokes.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, they're hitting the side with 2.
Them, though, it's just market as well as lane being held. Something on the other side.
Oh,
spotted by the recon.
30 seconds
Kelly
left.
just jumps out and backs away.
I
30
don't know
seconds.
about that one.
What's the YOLO play here? Because they're running out of time.
I don't know about the wall.
Look at the position from
I don't know about the wall to
It's
tell you
gonna
that we
be
are
quite
100% not going
play
here.
here. Reposition, but perhaps no. No, if she had a
Saying
shot,
little
it's up to
Bucky
use
here.
the paranoia to delay. Not able to delay enough.
Nice shot, dude. What the hell?
Plan's gonna be coming through. Poppy, I don't even have a chance.
Guy's aim
to
looks
react.
kind of
He's
incredible.
just, give me a kill. I'm just gonna keep doing at it.
Last
Get the
round
4K, and
in the
then
half.
Global ZETA is already 10-1.
This guy's
This
stats.
really inspires
Let's have a little
lot of
BLR check.
confidence for Global next year. I mean, look at how they're playing off of each other. Or just Poppy being so aware. Teammate Crystal's getting the spike down. I'm gonna hold the angle to heaven, just to mark in case people do push out, and it's PRX, right? So they're going quick, and he is landing.
Dude, if
the
they play
heck out of those shots.
averages some wild KDs on
Absolutely nasty. Forsaken though. He's already gone.
147
okay, great
ADR.
match onto Inari. Not sure if they know Kelly's on around the corner here. Crystal's able to get the peek. Refrag as well. Forsaken out in the open. Gets the beat out onto Poppy. This is just
Nice
great
shot.
help. And now it's all down to Crystal. 1 versus 2.
Uh-oh.
The one Kohibi
Is he
goes
gonna do
up. Okay, 1 versus 1.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
On the board.
Puts a point on the board here.
What a time
Stop
to
the
do it as
bleeding.
well.
Last round of the first half, 2-10.
That's that's the kill. That's so
Shields
good.
get agreed for the position
Because you
in
could
the
literally
phase
argue
but
that
Tara
it had pretty much just as
slowing
much
things
impact as.
down, taking things into
I mean,
control. She's
it won them
been
around at the
able
end. Like the
to
impact
find
is
the
crazy.
advantageous peak against Crystal,
100%
but Crystal
impact
was
kills.
just
Yeah,
not quite
exactly.
able to play around it then. So 2-10 at the end
Got
of
the
the first
confidence.
half. PRX with a sudden
You won the
surprise
round.
pinch
Double it up.
in towards Tiles was able to take the round back. And after this
The
little
won
halftime
50% of the
break,
rounds. Yeah,
the
exactly.
second half of PRX Global. Will Global be able to close this out? We shall see.
Well, should have muted this as well, but here we go. Chat, as in YouTube chat, just checking. Have any of you received ads during the game? Or is it okay? They added a new setting today. Just for the YouTube chat. YouTube has ads. Yeah, I mean they changed something today. No. One yes, but I don't know if you're trolling me. You got one ad during the game.
And right off the rip, we are back into the second half with a 2-10 scoreline. Will Global look to close things out?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at the settings there.
On the attacking side, pushing up a short.
Very, very fast as well, right? No time wasted here. You're already about to knock into the doorway.
Oh my!
On Crystal just
oh my god!
Triple kill with the sheriff, and then bamboozles PRX here, confounds them. Are they able to deny? Okay,
kind of cool though. Lock him over towards short. Dude, this would be a nice.
On the pistol here, something out in the open. Can he deny?
Not the cleanest. Not the cleanest ending, but the first was really nice. The first was real nice.
What on earth? Was there an audio cue, but he just peeked out?
Yeah, this is great timing. This is his style quack. He's Crystal the pistol. Oh my god, it's true. He's got the ace on the sheriff. Crystal the pistol. 11-2.
Okay, yeah, this is a fast game. 26 minutes at the moment.
Is gonna force PRX. Oh, sorry, I'm just hyping up too much. But that has
an ace is an ace. I mean, an ace is an ace. You're not wrong. And it was all nice until that last kill.
It's the outlaw on the other side, and Lenary swaps on over.
Wow. I don't want to say they force-bought into this, but they did.
So
it's pretty much done. Jesus,
just the last player and something
locking
so
onto him through the wall.
Oh,
I actually got him in the shock.
But it's the shock dart at his feet that lets it all. Match point for Global ZETA.
Crazy.
Wow. That round didn't even last like 15 seconds. And already PRX, they've gone for the force buy. It didn't work, and now coming into this round, of course they have to go for another force buy here, and their money is.
And the caster is loud, but dude, when the caster speaks, normally the caster is quiet, so I don't even know what to put the sound.
As global Ziptos, right?
I think we just have to accept that.
What's gonna be the adjustment here? If they're gonna push A main, you can already see Kelly S could throw out a barrier match and just stop them there.
The Russian Sova diff. Oh yeah, that's true. Both the Russian. Oh, it's a lovely. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Oh dude, it could have been incredible. It could have been 4.
Kelly S with the peek out. Wants to go for the swing. Sees another, and it is just a damn good combination between the global players. And it's only down to
grab net into Sova.
Can she wiggle her way out of this one? Already spotted Kelly S. Everyone from Global ZETA coming in for the kill. And that's
27 minutes on that.
And
fast
the series is done.
A fast little 2-0.
Big smiles across all the player cams right now. They had fun on that one. You mentioned the combo, and it just completely annihilated, obliterated PRX as they were trying to play around A main. Unbelievable!
I'm just out of words for how good the showing of Global ZETA has been on Ascent. It just looked like there was no breathing room, no space to really light it up for PRX, right? I mean, they tried to do as much as they can. So many things. You saw the ideas. You saw the aggressive.
That was quick, yeah. I mean, we started a little bit late, so we'll take that.
And Forsaken would push into A main, but somehow Global ZETA, the following round, they're just like, we're just going to push. We're just going to see how far we can press our advantage, and somehow they get it as quickly as possible. And it is insane to be in that situation for Global ZETA. Again, as we were talking about it, PRX being the W Gaming team, they got a taste of their own medicine here, man.
Yeah, so much, especially when it's a Neri at the helm, the tip of the spear, just being able to push on through. I think Crystal definitely heated up quite a bit.
GE believers are out.
Starting things off on the second round.
Someone in chat was saying earlier they're getting all 3.
It's a little unfortunate.
They're getting all 3 this year. Dude, that Sova orb, the second one of it was a little bit higher. Oh my goodness, actually got 4.
B main on the defensive half, on the attacking half, they tried to go in a little bit faster, but that's when Global just gets the read for it as well, right? They're like, all right, if they're gonna push really fast on one side, let's push really fast on the other side as well. And if we are able to meet them out by mid, that's where we get the kills. And Crystal in with the Odin, as well as the Hunter for the next round.
10. So they got 11 plants with Deadlock.
PRX was pretty sharp, But down to it all, 10 out of 11 post-plant wins from the side of Global Zipto.
Yeah. PRX is 0-0 on the post-plant, so there is just...
Sheriff, if we actually do need that, I don't know if you're memeing or not.
Exactly.
If we do actually need that, we should...
stumped on even getting any form of map control. Like,
but I think you're memeing. But I also don't know, because Chad has got a little bit crazy recently. Hello, Lexi. How we done?
Get kills, maybe get the site, but somehow, some way, there was just peak, not really get too many kills, and then they couldn't get the site, which is just insane.
Am I going to Toronto Masters? I mean, if they ask me, I'll go.
Is the MVP here?
But I think the chances of them asking me is pretty low.
With 450.
I'm happy either way.
Dude,
I'm not gonna ask anyone to go because I don't. I like staying at home.
Father of this this series right here, as again he's just showcasing what flexibility and
dude was farming
as the Sova player.
The Odin.
Yeah, I think it really looks like
Chat Saskin. Yeah, that doesn't count. I'm talking like Riot.
Global esports in 2025.
No, you guys pretending to be Riot.
Is able to fit into the team like a glove, knows exactly the timings at which he needs to combo his utility or to play his position, use that recon to figure out if, you know, something was still on the site, right? Like, things like that is how he's able to provide value for the team, and he's just so effective at it, and that's why...
The GE jersey? It's better than last time. It's better than their other jersey.
In the past two, well, if you count this year as well, the third year, he's still able to do so much, and that's why Crystal is definitely someone that you want to keep your eyes on. But for the whole team as well, I think we got to see so much of Aneri, especially on this map.
Yeah,
dude, the casters, man, I can't get the volume right.
So aggressive is the
and then as soon as it goes to the ad break, you guys gonna
from Aneri here, and I'm 100% all for it, because again, it gave so much. How do you say it
hasn't changed
for the non-duelist players of Global Zipto to kind of do their own thing, right? Where
which jersey am I thinking of?
Aneri will just be, as you mentioned, the spear tip coming into the site. While that was happening, because of how much attention she gravitated towards her, we'd see those kind of off-cam kills that we potentially saw from Crystal, from Poppy even, and of course just kind of a sprinkle between Alexi and Kelly S as well. But gotta say, this is
the old
hoping
one.
For once we saw, you know,
which is the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the SK Rossi one, the blue at the top and red at the bottom.
They really want to play it again. Aneri on that jet was definitely a showcase to be had on that second map.
It's just so, oh my god, it's so crazy, especially when she's able to pick up the op and continue to entry frag like what something did to
2022
them right on the previous match.
Shows how much I saw G, I guess.
We'll have the winner's interview actually coming really soon. I believe it's
winner's interview as well.
Alexi joining us.
Yay! Nice.
Here we go.
Yay!
Okay, let me turn this up because hopefully we'll get okay.
Hello, guys.
Oh my god. I mean, that was a really fast game, Alexi. I mean, we're just gonna jump into the questions right quick. Like, as soon as Pacific Spotlight Series was announced, right? How does it feel being on like a mixed gender team with other global esports players, and how did you guys kind of prep for this whole thing? Because it looks like some of the strats are, you know, rehearsed.
I mean, earlier we just practiced one game, I guess, like a warm-up game for us. And when I knew that I'm teaming up with Global Esport, I feel happy because I know that some of the players, because they are Pinoy, of course. And I know Crystal is a good IGL also. So, yeah. And he's funny.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. So you're building like synergy already with the global team. How's like the difference of playing with Zipto, you know, in Game Changers to these other players with global esports, especially in this series against PRX, that feels like it's going to be, you know, very intense because obviously your opponent's PRX.
I don't know. We just like, as a team earlier, we're just talking like in a friendly way. Like everyone is so happy to be with each other, you know. And in terms of playing with like franchise players, I think it's more okay for the both of us, since Aneri and I playing in Game Changer scene, and it's like a great experience for us to know like what gameplay franchise players have.
That's cool. I think you definitely did a lot. You kind of like fit into the team pretty well, especially playing like Deadlock.
Yeah, I'm the sentiment.
I have a quick question on Ascent, right? You were there was a round where you were stuck on logs on the B site. There was a cosmic divide behind you, and did you bait yourself for an Airy there to get the 2-3 kills, or was that just an Airy reacting to what the push was coming out from PRX?
I think Aneri is just reacting to my playstyle there because I don't know also what's happening behind me. I just like focusing in front of me, and I just trying not to die. So yeah,
that's very fair.
Everything gross, like yeah, it's kind of classic game changer spell. I mean, you played against PRX, and I think they are one of the teams that you definitely were looking to play against. How did it feel playing against them? And also, as a final question, you're playing against ZETA tomorrow, and you're quite familiar with them. Do you have anything to say to ZETA for tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm just looking forward to play every match that we're gonna be against with, because I think every game is like very fun. So yeah, we're just like playing for fun, I guess.
Yeah, it's totally great, right? Anyways, thank you so much for that, Alexi. Again, congratulations on your first series win here at Spotlight Series Pacific. Thank you so much again, and good luck on your next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
awesome.
My mind is blown. Again, I kind of expected that was going to be what she was going to react as well. I was like, my most important question was...
Yeah, dude, I was just going to ask what the prize pool is for this event. It's actually pretty decent.
Between Global and Zipto. One.
That's all it took.
That's all it took. And they collect.
Dude, the prize pool for this for an off-season event is nuts, to be fair.
Like all on the same wavelength. Well, that was it for PRX versus Global Zipto, and we got to see a lot from all the
50K altogether, yeah, that's good.
In the upcoming days, but also stay tuned after the.
It's one of the better. It's one of the better paid ones.
We have ZETA versus DRX.
Okay, chat. Let me spam some ads. I'm just gonna wait for the music to start so I can actually work out what level you guys need to be at. If it's gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna spam some ads. I'll put it low just in case. Wait, what? This is sponsored by... Am I meant to be streaming this on Soup only? What's going on here? Getting flashbacks. Is that one of their sponsors? Is it just taking me this long to realize? Oh no, yeah, just gonna insta ban. That's my Twitch gone. Soup is doing the event. Oh, okay. Damn, these guys are everywhere, man. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit, chat. I'm gonna, for the sake of everyone, I'm gonna put it on 25, just to be safe. No, I'm not. 24, sure. Okay, back in a little bit. Had some rules. Did you read through it? I mean, yeah, briefly. I put the hashtag and everything. That was the main bit. Dude, it's very silent here. Okay, you guys are going to have to enjoy the silence. I'll be back in a bit.
And we are back to the Pacific Spotlight Series. We just ended the first one 2-0. Not quite what I expected, but also that second map going so quickly. But now that brings us to what we have at our hands. ZETA Division GC versus DRX Changers for the next series of the day.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting matchup as well because, you know, we were kind of talking about it before we came from that break where it's going to be DRX that is just a very stacked lineup up against ZETA Division GC that kind of has more experience in their local scene rather than the international scene where, you know, DRX with this kind of iteration has been playing in multiple international leagues already, especially I think most notably with like Flashback. So there's a lot of firepower and experience on the DRX side, and that makes me kind of nervous in the performance that we could be seeing or the outcome that we could be seeing up against their match here with ZETA.
It's hard to say because there's like not much data on some of the you're right. Okay. Well,
I was muted on the legit broadcast. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. I was hearing him cough on like Discord. I didn't realize you were muted on the broadcast.
It's okay. At least my co-caster is, you know, is concerned for my well-being, guys. So you know he's the real one when he does that. Thanks, Pookie.
Come on. We're Pookies. We're Pookies. All right. As we go back into the series, yes. There's not much data to go off of for some of the ZETA GC players. Especially the academy players coming through. I mean, if you were there, if people were there watching from the live rehearsal that we had, I was talking about one of the players' names who is named Honey.
All right.
Wait, Honey Bun. I was like, is it Honey Bunny? It is Honey Bunny. It's Honey Bunny. I thought it might have been, you know, like a girl's name, but no, it's a guy, and he's one of the ZETA Academy players. So I don't know how proficient he actually would be, apart from the fact that actually no, he has got like no team history either. He's like straight up off the rip from ZETA
playing with Academy players as well?
Coming in. Well, some of his teammates might come off from like Crest Gaming or no, not Crest Gaming, excuse me. Citrus Esports are fathers back from the Japanese, you know, tier 2/tier 3 scene. So maybe he's just kind of letting them get a little bit more experience for the ZETA Division Academy teams. But more importantly than that, you've got Akko alongside, you know, Serena, who have been very effective all throughout Game Changers Championships. So it's definitely fun to keep your eyes on them, to say the least.
At least, if
but
you want to watch
at the same time, thinking about some of the other players on the side of DRX, like these guys are coming hot off of the Soup Valorant League, and they are already quite effective as well.
Yeah, and sure, again, this is what the Spotlight Series is for.
Wait, what is this? Just all Academy players?
Mesh things and see what kind of happens with it. We'd see an iteration of that with the last series where, you know, Filipinos combining together and helping each other out. We got Crystal as well and an Airy, and it was fantastic. PRX definitely had some ideas, and it was great at the very start, but they kind of floundered here. So there's a lot of things that you kind of put yourself when you have so much raw talent that's so used to one tournament / one team, and then you squeeze them together into this again mixed gender tournament here and see how that kind of unravels. So Akko Akko is going to be from the, again, as we saw, ZETA Division GC, primarily play as a Flash initiator. Nice to meet you. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Okay.
She was
so. I'm just sorry.
Cards
I'm just computing the
they
EDPI 400 plus.
Might struggle here.
Plus 0.525.
Team Secret just put in their proper.
As we're seeing the.
Aren't they using Invi as well?
Keyboard clacking.
That's getting fun.
Yeah. 210 EDPI, not pretty high considering I've seen like 300, 400 in some of the players. So she plays the slower one, which is about the same as mine as well. Pretty cool.
However, if you watch the highlights, she is very proficient at fragging, being a playmaker for the team. They are, after all,
it's getting better. It's not to a great level, but
Japanese
it's getting better.
Japanese team from the Japanese scene.
Hopefully we can get it to a good level.
They were the ones who like consistently beat all their opponents in like Reignite Lily and Scars and so many other Japanese teams. I mean, the Game Changer scene in Japan is actually kind of booming. And that's
wait, am I just completely gaslighting myself? Dude, is Team Secret not even playing this?
In Game Changers Championship,
I was so sure it was Team Secret instead of DRX.
Ascent Wine, where she goes Falcon and Punch. Like that was very entertaining to watch. So much personality on some of these players.
DRX changes.
But as we take a look in a little bit closer from DRX, this is where, I mean, I have a little bit more question marks. Athen, Flashback, and Hyunmin already like putting up huge numbers for the entire DRX squad for the Soup Valorant League.
Just wanted to see MV play a little bit. Gotta wait longer.
Pulled out. Flashback on the Cypher still putting up big numbers. But if you take a look at the Game Changers players, they unfortunately
Team Secret's doing nothing for the off-season. They played that show match, right? And that really was a show match.
They got knocked
like that
out rather
really
early
was a show
on in
match.
Split 2 for Game Changers in Japan. And that was in the lower bracket, so maybe not as high for numbers.
What a game
but
that
still,
was! Yeah, I was not
play
expecting that share.
Role of the entry fragger. And
I was
of course,
not
this
expecting
is,
those levels.
Although it's spelled as Ake, it's pronounced Ache.
Okay. Well,
she typed it randomly, and that's it. That's that's where she got her name.
I like how that's her description. I typed it randomly, and that's it. Again, just like. I don't know how she typed it randomly, where it's like some people, they just facepalm themselves on the keyboard, right, and see what the name comes out, or you use your hands. But sick name, honestly. It feels like a legitimately you put a lot of emphasis, a lot of thought in that name, and then you just get Ache. I don't know, like if you do this and then you just get Ache. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Yeah. Anyways, Matt Vito is right in front of us already.
The next event on Watch Party kickoff. Yeah, next event.
If we had a game
Sheriff after this will be
are we gonna see
China.
Well, there you go.
China kickoff.
Very similar
on the 11th.
Ascent. Potentially.
So it should be like what?
I was about to ask it already because DRX is pretty known for their Haven. So kind of out there as well.
Time.
Pretty good map picks already, as we're kind of seeing, at least, knowing
basically.
DRX and their Pacific side at least, and then we're gonna have Bind as our finale if we get a game 3 in this second series of ours.
Yeah, I think this one's interesting.
Hello,
because,
Flo. How you doing?
Apart from the maps, we're expecting a lot more calculative plays coming up from both teams because of the tendencies of their region, but also
Zeta's gonna grind ranked as act. Yeah, that didn't really happen. Dude, there's too many off-season events.
Pretty sharp entry
I'm just
DRX at least.
I get no time to play.
Yome, who is the other Game Changers player for DRX Changers, but for Zeta,
I think it's impossible to balance
for Zeta Game Changers. So I'm curious to see how that plays into this squad. Is she gonna still be, picking up that IGL mental? And if that does carry forward, how do the strats all look? Because I don't know if
was it stacked off season. Yeah, I just didn't think it would be this busy.
So, yeah. It all comes down to how they're able to carry forward their performance.
This off-season just as busy as regular season. Yeah, it literally was that.
At the very least, I've gone for
it wasn't as chaotic, but it's still pretty non-stop.
What's up?
Nothing. Was your prediction really Zeta?
Yeah, I mean, that'll happen at one point. That'll be before the season.
It was like a mix-up again.
It might be Jan.
Okay. For me,
you enjoyed it? I mean, I enjoyed it as well. I'm not complaining.
Because
I would much rather it be like this than it be dead.
He's a sick player. I want to see him show up this series.
What's your opinion on GE? Do they have a chance to make international event? They have a chance to make Bangkok, and they probably have a chance to make champs.
These two teams duke it out in a
I'm
bit.
thinking like it would be an
DRX.
Oh my goodness, that's so loud, bro. Okay, I think they realized it was loud. Jesus Christ, dude, what was that? Is it gonna happen again? I'm nervous.
Zeta Division.
Oh my goodness. Why is it 50 times louder than anything else? Oh my goodness. That's crazy.
Here we are. Oh, sorry. Did you want to get it or did I want to get it? Sorry, I got it.
We're sharing it.
We're sharing it. So
we're gonna say one word each. But
nuts.
look at this comp, Asarai. The Neon being pulled in.
Zeta? No, they're going for their academy team.
Ooh. So I was kind of
academy team with the two game
wanting
changes.
To see potentially a Sage here,
and
because
I can safely say
with all the changes,
I've not watched any of these.
The Neon / Rays / Jets of the world.
Have I seen a game with Killer?
How is this going to be pairing out? I mean, they other team does have a KO, so that's something also kind of watch out for here. But Neon, I think in
the ZETA Academy teams seem pretty promising.
Yet,
oh,
right?
okay.
This is the one with still
well,
that's
a good sign.
double
I mean, honestly,
so this is going
I'm
to
expecting
be
all of the academy teams to have like pretty,
the changes are there,
like
but
pretty
not
good
yet for
players
Neon
coming
in
up.
this patch.
Like if you're gonna be going for an academy team, you want to be finding good talent that could potentially go to tier 1, like next year or the year after.
So we jump back into it. Honey Bunny on
So
the
I'm expecting
Neon,
them to be like
Neon,
relatively
and we'll just see
decent.
how, you know, he's gonna
DRX on
utilize
defense.
this agent now. Moving
ZETA
forward
on attack.
into the current matchup on Ascent.
Do we
I mean,
never
DRX
see
are
this
playing with
stuff.
the classic stuff.
Sorry, I just wanted to add, he's on a short.
We also got an attack
Or maybe it is
Bucky.
the same passion, just
Sorry, an
not
attack
so
Shoei.
But nonetheless,
We'll see in a bit.
creeping up onto A for now into A main.
What's the path in? Straight over towards door?
Preparing himself. Okay, so Akko's
you
already
sit in
setting
the
up
smoke?
the drone.
Or are we
Here comes
walling
the
back to
check.
sight? Oh my
No
goodness,
one's
okay.
home. Fast lane already, so it is the non-nerfed one, or the not nerfed one yet. Just only had the one slide.
Yes.
Very clean take from Zeta Division here as well.
Also, a lot of space afforded from DRX, but at least right now it's just breaking up the doors. But then that's when the deadlock
They're just
facility comes in.
breaking
Barrier
everything.
mash up and being dealt with for now, but then the retake execute comes through. Already a lot of info from that recon, and Yeoman right around the other side pushes through into the smoke, finds the flick onto towards Lefty Dot, but Killa
What
able
the-
to fight back. He gets a knife inside of the smoke, jumps out and takes on to the Yome. So after the next one, it's gonna be Honey Bunny in with the shorty, going for the recon. He gets the stun, he gets the shot onto Ascent.
What is
Flashback
going
will
on?
be able to trade right back
Okay,
in
nice
for the
nice
round
pistol in
win.
the end. How was there a knife in the
DRX
middle
up
of
by
this?
pistol 1-0.
Tenacious
I
Dealer
like
with
the
the tier
idea
1.
from
Thank you
Honey
so
Bunny
much.
to-
Thank you.
Again,
Appreciate the 90
or
months.
2 shots, 2 rounds on the shorty. You have to kind of space one more
Is
out.
that all
just to stop
5
that
from game
defuse,
changes?
but
No, just the 2.
That was too close for comfort because they had to push through that thick wall that the generator kind of provides for Ethan to start diffusing that spike.
Do a
right?
call with
And
Lofa?
Flashback just
Nah,
goes
not
flashback
for this
things as
one.
he just cleans
It's just
up
like
the 2
a
remaining
it's
players.
so
Pretty sick
much.
start to the round. Honestly, could have gone either way.
Plus,
but PRX
Lofa's very
managed to come
negative.
out on top and,
Same with Mini.
start to
Mini's
put
very
a bit
negative.
more weight into their.
I like to
economy.
focus on the positives.
Right, next round now in with the Outline Guardians. Some judges being pulled out as well. Yome on the other side of the smoke, but for now, a bit of a jiggle peek, and that's information enough for DRX to call reinforcements.
Just a mini
into
stray. You got to
words.
get them in when you can.
He's
It's the
short
issue.
hat. Athen playing the middle sliver spot one
The
player
volume,
out.
I'm all over the place. I don't know what I don't know what to do with the
Flashes up,
volume.
A little bit more time as well, but Yome shuts down the A-main push from Killa. Down into the
I actually
side.
don't know the
Athen
right spot. I'm just gonna leave it at 40 and spray.
Hold on now. He gets the flicks. Gunman providing support from the top. It's going to be down to Honey Bunny, not quite able to find the right
Okay,
clicks.
very, very clean on
DRX
that.
will continue forward,
Got
making it
1
rather-
armor, 1 gun rebuy. That's it.
They'll lose, I think, like a Spectre or something, though.
That was so sick from Athan there. Did you... you saw how, again, great flash, double kill and whatnot, but timed correctly to the dodging of the relay bolt from Honey Bunny. So he doesn't get stunned.
Trying to adjust your own
peeks
settings?
out, gets
Nah,
a double
it
kill,
is-
and by then
it's
Zeta
a little
Division's
bit wild.
just so much resources and effort to flush him out of dice.
Wait, does
from
flashback
dice,
actually do
and
any
it
damage
still
doing
does
this?
nothing. Pretty sick plays from Athan.
Very, like I mentioned before, like, calculated, trying to control the map.
There they are.
Found that's generally the Korean style. But next round now sets
Oh boy.
up to the Ashe, getting in
Not bad. A little bit of spamming on top of this as well. 32 for your entry. And doing this kind of stuff when you got an outlaw is super strong.
Gunman can spot them
You know,
coming
2
through
people now
mid,
that can get
and if
1
it's
shot.
Honey Bunny,
Well,
1 shot,
3
1
people.
kill. It's all gonna be what it takes, right? No taps though, or no hits, but information gathered by DRX that majority of Zeta's already setting up. Oh, Shockler did not hit the alarm bot. That's gonna be quite interesting to see if they're gonna be pushing. up
Oh,
on
we
mid
get
here.
we get the judge set up close towards short. Oh, they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
All at the ready. With the judge, and she collapses onto a 3.
And we had the nade on top.
Will be able to catch onto Akko.
Dude, I was watching the judge move from A main all the way around to door, and then extra step over towards short, and I was like, oh boy.
Catches on the Kira, who's trying to push out
Here
of
we
the
go.
as well. Not a successful round for Zeta, walking into roadblock after roadblock.
That was just a very, very valiant defensive setup here from DRX. Again, just I love
keeping the judge, switching it over.
Cascading of util, right? The flash, the paranoia into a couple of pop shots with the judge, and then you throw out a fragment just to kind of put a cherry on top of what is already a very sweet dessert-like play. And now ZETA Division back into a position where their economy not looking too hot. Honey Bunny can't really slide in just yet, and this is troubling because Athan is now in a spot where he can play the contact, and he just catches Honey Bunny off of sheer instinct pick.
To the judges, no matter what, everywhere they go.
Towards the smoke. I mean, he kind of hears him around the edges of it, possibly. So triangulating through audio cues.
Dude, is the caster even speaking?
0 point slowing down his approach just does so much. DRX. Calculated plays, that's what it gets. But also Serena in with the Sheriff now. Looking for the pick on towards Market. She gets it! Down to 5 HP, but still a good pick nonetheless.
Yeah, that was clean. Now they open up the B side.
Wait, and they're still going to go short?
Ache's going to have to play.
Oh my gosh, imagine that. Big judge, big judge, big judge.
Athan, are they going to push? I mean, got the judge in hand. That's going to be the spike done. And Killa.
Surprised as easy Solomon short it is insta judge.
Going to have to go for the backstab. Smoke, they know already he is inside.
Dude, what is going on this game? Everyone's perma shotgun.
It's gonna be Athan.
They're the only things getting kills.
Little 4K and DRX able to just topple the setups of ZETA. Even with those 2 kills on mid.
Alright, doing it from before, but now the judge in towards A main. The 2 skills from it, unfortunately, not quite enough. It's nice that we get to hear the team comms, so I'm gonna hear a little bit more, but that said, just kind of getting shut down every step
shotguns?
of the way. And that's 4 kills from
well, I guess it's an open round.
Now he's gotten the null command being set up and ready as well for DRX, so that's quite deadly as you move into potential retake setup for the next round. Ache in with the Odin now, set up around B. ZETA, I'm not quite noting that, but just trying to execute into A once more. They've avoided the early 0 point for now.
Yeah, the problem here is if they set up on the A site and don't catch Athan, right?
Okay, it's a nice default
null
though.
Command is gonna neuter Honey Bunny's ability to basically threaten anything with that neon, and that's gonna be a big concern for ZETA if the push actually goes through on A main. That being said, though, they're setting up for A short, so maybe this difference that could happen here.
Still setting in position.
Ooh. Wait, DRX actually handled this pretty well. Deep smoke, they found that they cleared over towards wine, created the pressure, and actually broke the deadlock chip as well. I see teams are getting a little bit better against playing against some deadlock stuff. Teams are also using this smoke a lot more, which is very strong. Especially when teams are like using util to clear wine. Like doing this smoke that blocks vision that you could have crossed back to wine is crazy strong. Like people should do it all the time against the KO default the teams are doing. Not that we're going to see this map for a little bit because it's getting taken out, but dude, look at this crossfire.
All they need is this collapse in towards defender spawn. They managed to get the initial kill, but flashback trades.
Hold up.
Ow. As well. Fragment does connect into a teammate. ZETA able to fight back, but Hyunmin now trying to stay alive. Into the outside
no way.
Wall, and he connects. The spike is down on the ground. Akko needing to get a shot. She pushes aggressively in with the classic, and she gets it as well. ZETA, they've done it. They pick up the round off of Chaos.
Well, that is an absolute mad round. I mean, didn't deserve to win, but also could have won.
Insane quack. Look at this from Hyunmin. Okay, sure. But that was just so quick. Akko, she didn't come in if she did not come in at the right time to get that final kill.
Dude, yeah, you could see his brain was just like, what the hell is going on there the whole time?
DRX,
Such an unlucky run of it.
Nah, just didn't hit the running.
It felt so messy, just absolutely chaotic. And I did not know who was going to come out on top. Everyone was just dying around. Look at this multi-peak from ZETA Division, though. As Honey Bunny's just had enough. Wants to go for the fight right now. Picks up the rifle. The 1-for-1. Athan is down, but Killa is also, well, taken away from the game on ZETA Division's side. And is that going to be the bigger issue? Because now ZETA Division does not have a controller available for them in the 6th round.
Yeah, and I think that was the bigger point there. The fact that your controller's gone. I don't think it was intentional that ZETA with the multi-peak lost a player in that moment. So good pick up from Athan. And this significantly hurts Zeta's chances in attacking into the round.
You just got to add now? Okay, yeah. I'll have to change it for tomorrow.
If they can somehow slip past all of the utility that Flashback has set up around B, that could work. But information from Yome as well off the play sees that no one is inside of A main, so rotation's quick from DRX.
Flashback's just playing around the corner here. Hyunmin's already been spotted by the drone. Now, Flashback does have the lockdown, but might not even
so Deadlock Wall was meant to go up towards here.
Everything down, and that's going to be DRX.
We got a secret agent, man.
Push coming out of B main.
We got a secret agent. What is that Deadlock Wall?
That one little pick outside of A main. Off of that, like Zeta's
this on Deadlock, it was literally the exact same thing that happened on Bind, yeah.
Not quite sure how to recalculate. So back in towards B main, they try to execute.
I love that. That's called an Ardis these days. That's cool. That's crazy, right? Guy won a Masters, but his legacy in game is just messing up Sentinel util.
So next round coming
pretty
through
sick.
Now, they don't quite have the economy, but maybe you have Honey Bunny to execute it with the overdrive. But it gets shut down by Hyunmin. What is this peak?
Yeah, that was the slow approach on mid and gets caught. Look at the bait swing, and they don't even know that Hyunmin's right there. What a very sneaky way.
There's also
to get
an
a
Ardis
second
spot.
kill
That is
for
true, actually.
The Jet operating. Maybe even a third
Yeah,
here.
he's got
as Akko
one
was
good
kind
and
of
one bad in the
trapped
game. Nice
on the
chance.
corner there, and Hyunmin's not missing.
Oi!
Sick.
What is that one?
That's a criminal indeed. We've had one ace already this series. We can go
Oh
for the
my
other. What did he
goodness.
just
I mean, the
go
fourth
in
kill was
and
crazy nice.
Serena.
Third shot was
DRX
pretty good also.
making a statement here at the Spotlight series. Truly a
Yeah,
spotlight for Hyunmin.
Seen a lot of aces already. Dude, the caster's reaction to his fourth kill cracked me up.
They got the one through the smoke. And look at this. The moment you
sound like a duck or something.
Serena was just one shot with the shorty. One pump and she just kind of drops down. Serena was trying to look everywhere. Possibly he might have still been hovering somewhere.
He actually did the duck. Yeah, he did quack.
Next round,
But it wasn't quack, it was the other guy, right?
Zeta still on the attack. Buys up a little. Honey Bunny in with the Bucky.
True to the name.
Okay, I have no clue how Hyunmin's just able to kind of heat up and get into this flow state where
Not
this
again.
looks impossible.
Wait, the back-to-back ace is on. Calling it early.
Right, here's the setup for
Half
Bucky.
in mid. Okay.
Going all the way through spawn though. This could get. Oh no! He throws out the relay ball and that gave Flashback enough. Well,
God, this is
just,
gonna be a
reaction
slaughter.
time to kill.
What's going
Everyone
on?
else is just following suit, and
This is
Serena
not fair.
able to finally shut down Flashback, but it's all done. It's all over, Quack. That was already one round in, like, again, 15
Dude,
seconds.
we've had 3 maps.
DRX,
And every
man,
single
they're
one's
just
been a
doing
7-1.
Such a phenomenal job at reading the game. Every little noise, every little play that Zeta attempts.
That was bad. Oh, it was
DRX
a
are
shocker
on
round,
top
yeah.
of it all. Like the setups, the positions that they're playing, just put them in
Like,
the
the
right
overall
spot where
ideas
they're
are right,
able to
but-
gather enough information to work off of. And following suit is the right key phrase because, like you said,
He's
as soon
here.
as
That's
everything
what's been
happens,
happening non-stop,
down
man.
with the Odin, Ache's able to
We
fight
got him out of
back
bed with
against
it.
so effectively holding down our position.
If it happens 3 times in a row, Desp just has to wake up.
Another eco round
That's
for
what it is.
Zeta as they try to
Oh, we
work
kind of
their way
miss our
back
recon
towards
as
AD.
well. It lands on a
Knocks out
little
the early
ledge that
utility,
probably
but
doesn't
smoke setup
scan
on the other side,
underneath.
is what this judge.
Oh, God. Ooh.
Whoa!
Ow.
That was a sick peek. Killa able to open up that ace site. Still with Yome still alive here, able to supplement the smoke on
Yeah,
A
I was about
main.
to compliment the
No
smoke
short
again.
pushes just yet, so there's no pinch really happening. But you can see that Hyunmin is kind of just working around for it. This is very systematic from DRX. Falling back on A short, making sure that Ache is going to be covering that, while Hyunmin is already looking at A main. You already see the adjustments here for DRX, even though they are on that man down situation.
Having the skills to kind of pull out that one frag.
Take flight.
But that's why, yes, the reinforcements coming through. Now the intel being gathered. And working off the timing of it all. Paranoid flashes out. Honey Bunny tries to sneak around the sides. Instant kills from the other side, though. DRX Yome able to fight back as
Oh my
well.
goodness,
Coming
nice shot,
in with
though.
Blades, but not quite able to hop up just
30
high enough.
seconds
It's
left.
going to be Honey Bunny.
What are you thinking?
who
Both can get
swats
one
him
shot?
down to the last player, and that's Flashback. Spike down
Could
in
be
a couple
tempted
seconds,
to
and he's trying set
kill
something up
one, and then place the
ult.
ult.
It's gonna have to be so precise. He lands it down to the next one, and because they don't have the armor either,
so nice.
out into the open.
This gun is getting enough. At one point, when's it gonna happen?
Right full, and that will be the site and the next defuse as well. He goes in for the op.
It's gonna be a while. I reckon end of next. Actually, I reckon 2026. I reckon we get a whole year of it being like this.
With the lockdown, right?
Because teams just don't use it enough.
To try to rotate to a safer spot, and then Flashback just...
Explain to you why people are dropping flash agents for Deadlock.
Deadlock
looks really good on attack as well. That's the issue. Everyone these days in Valorant likes to like leave site or play site for retake. And as soon as you have a VIP comp where you just have someone that wins your afterplan, it's just very, very strong. It's relatively easy to get over towards sites. You don't need flashes. Like you can get around. Like you don't play KO for the flashes on this map. You play KO for the knife.
Next round now, op versus op.
So
like
the flashes are nice to have, but you don't. Nice shot again.
Oh, there's the punish from Honey Bunny, and blood is in the sights of Zeta Division. Can they push through? Is the question. Neural has been activated here by Serena. Gets all that juicy little information on B, but then the call for Zeta is to go the other way. TV comes in from Killer. Flashback is here for the contact, but he's all the way through short. A has been compromised, but no plays, no plans just yet. Annihilation used. Leffy hoping to maybe get a contact with his Annihilation, but unfortunately, nope. Targets will be had.
Sage is good in afterplan. Sage is good in afterplan. That looks just a little bit better because of the trips.
Hunter Sphere used
like you're kind of committing. Like if you're smart with the trips, like at least with the Sage slows, you see the Sage slows, you can wait out the Sage slows, right? The walls are very similar. The difference is like the trip, and like you can place the trips. They're so committed, and then they hear it, but you're taking a duel.
There's still plenty of time for DRX to actually retake the site.
Like we kind of killed sonic sensors, I think they're called, that you can do is they're just unreal.
The sonic sensors that around the door as well as heaven though.
If you play around.
Into it all, the flashes go out, and despite the utility setup from before, Ascent is
very nice on the retake game. Just as we're saying, it should be impossible. They kind of owned it, but like this sensor here doesn't make sense, right?
So DRX,
they misplaced that one over towards heaven and door. I think he's got to play around it a bit more. Ash, thank you so much. Thank you with the gifted. I imagine Kostif will say thank you for that as well. It's normally here.
That was just clean from DRX, right? Not panicking under the pressure from what Zeta has already kind of gotten here. I do like the pacing that Zeta is doing. You can see that they're trying to get as much value off of the neon from Honey Bunny as possible.
Dude, we might get two one-sided games at the moment, though.
It just feels like DRX
might be the way this tournament goes.
Sure, there's going to be a messy contact here and there, but it's not to the point where DRX loses all sense of map control.
Final.
And Ache just does, pop shots through the wall. Sure, I was just, analyzing, and then she just goes in for the 6 kills. Totally fine.
Did you see tweet about me? Yeah, I think I did. Quoting you in chat, right?
There's like not much else to go
I think I saw it.
There's just so much being thrown against Zeta Asarai. I don't know how they're going to be able to crack through. I mean, maybe look for a slight opportunity through mid, but then you got to deal with that alarm bot, right? And with Akko gone, it's just a little bit difficult. Some pot shots, but now Hyunmin repeaks with the op again.
Guys, bro. Does the ladies having me right have to change something? Yeah, they would have to change something. Production would as well. It's not like a quick, like it has to have a lot of thought process to make everything. Because in the venue, it needs to be live still, so there's complications.
Okay, if Serena overcommits to this, might lose that opening that she has gotten
online
for herself in the rest of Zeta Division, so does not want to peek. That's pretty good, since there is going to be this
but it needs to be in-game as well. Like the ability needs to be in-game.
Go for the updraft over it, but has to wait for the rest of DRX to come in. You can see that Ascent is already pushing around the corner here. Serena's getting as much information with the
Odin to hold sight.
And there is the blade used already. Or the Ascent using the null command already.
I like this though. Like waited long enough.
Back of the site. No shots just yet, and now it is. Hyunmin has to go for the 2 versus 1 here. Pistol in hand, and he isolated a couple of the fights right now as he can't really get the first pick.
I thought there was a chance for a stray bullet there to hit on both. 6-17, they double their score.
Yep, they can before that spike explodes.
Since been one side both times, yeah, it really has.
Picked up the op too, so good little pickup for the next round. I mean, that's like patience being exercised from the side of Zeta division, right? Yes, you hear the Malcolm ad, your nerves start to shake a little bit, but
that was close. I do like the, I love the angle from up here that you can have. Especially when people like to hold heavy for stairs.
Quite effectively and safely from the back lines. Now just marking the angles, taking down the first 2 players. So great little post plant.
Chat, right? I haven't said anything about changing fracture, right? It has to be the same fracture.
Kind of off the back of Serena, being able to find 2 nasty, gnarly.
Pretty sure Lotus and Fracture have no changes.
Getting to see a lot more from her in the next round as she plays anchor.
Emrim, wait, Emeryson, 903 with the prime. Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah, I was about
Welcome
to
into this
say
local club.
something about
Thank you so
Serena,
much.
just pretty good with the
Haven't said anything about it. Yeah, I mean, for teams to practice, you would imagine Fracture's still the same. They definitely can't go that they've focused heavy on making sure that teams know what they're practicing and give them the updates early, and then like not, and then change the map. So I guess Fracture's the same.
Couple rounds right now, but this is what they just want, right? It's just pure contact, and they're able to just put a lid on Zeta division. Zeta division can't even flow anywhere in the map here. DRX has just got everything.
You think we'll get changes to Lotus? No, they would have done it by now.
1 kill from Hyunmin, and the rest of the team start to scramble, and that's when DRX
they would have tweeted changes by now. Yeah, I think you're right.
Been, you know, these kills
which honestly I'm fine with. Like Fracture plays well.
At that
Lotus
point,
plays
DRX
well.
know that they gotta watch for Catwalk, they gotta watch for B main, and that's when everything gets shut down.
Chat,
So
let me mute this while it's going on. The music kills me a little bit. Plus the VOD's getting me striked. Yeah, I mean I'm so fine with it. Lotus was good after the changes. 4 orbs are scary, yeah. Change the walls on Lotus. I mean that would be nice. At least just the wall by tree. That would be pretty good. But that's probably the changes they're gonna make on Ascent. We didn't get that much didn't get that much time with the Fracture changes anyway. That's also true. Same with Pearl. And Pearl's playing out pretty well. At least the ping changed. That's also true. But I mean, teams will just practice it.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. DRX.
What did I say? 40, right?
Very controlling first half here. 10-2. And we flip the script, right? They're going to be on the attacking side. Zeta Division now has some leeway to play with Serena and Leffy Dot gonna be on the Sentinels.
God, they missed that timing so much.
On that barrier mesh as they're stopping the push from DRX, but Hyunmin,
no way, they had no idea.
Just
because we walked through the trip over towards short.
This allows DRX to push right in as Yome gets the pick, so does Athan, and now we're left with Serena and Akko. Serena has been good on the pistol so far, and now she's able to get the first pick. This is good. 2 versus 2. Not the end of the world just yet. Taking a bit of damage, but look at that spicy shot from Akko. Athan's going to have to try to just deal with this as he wraps around the corner. And Serena's just too crack of a shot on the pistol.
Game change
and that's giving Zeta on the
doing
board.
big work.
Still really close with how he was playing around the generator. Almost managed to make it happen. With that said, Zeta were able to waterfall down.
Yeah, something like that slow would be so fine.
So pretty good nonetheless, just being able to rotate that quickly and respond fast enough against DRX's pushes. So we caught a little glimpse of the DRX Pacific Spotlight Series coach just for this entire event, and that's Coach Fawn. A little glimpse of it during the halftime break. But that's it. Now, this is the opportunity that Zeta was looking for to fight their way back into this map. After the pistol, now they have the buys back up, especially on defense.
Another speedrun? I mean, this might get close. I like that they bring the judge out. Dude, we got double judge. They were so fed up of it in the first half.
I mean, if they try to get closer, right, Killa's just waiting with the judge already. A death sentence, even if a wrong move is made. They're just going to go all the way around. Huh, okay.
Alt or pick up. The whole team together off to the other side. Cutting noise again. Ooh, Akko.
I think so. Maxi will be changing non-stop.
She's setting up or she's thinking about it. But as it goes through, the rest of the team from DRX just continue to play it safe, avoiding all. We saw the turret. So she has no idea that they're inside B main right now. Honey Bunny back in defender spawn to jump peek.
Okay, Honey Bunny cannot give as much support here if he's not going to be on the site itself because he has the judge. There we go.
On site, we had the shorty against the judge. It was sick to watch.
Just hammering them down with the bullets. These pistols not going to be effective against, again, the judge of Honey Bunny, and he picks up the 3K. Zeta Division.
That POV, yeah, you just saw both their outlines just going for it.
Extra round here before the bonus.
Yeah, although it was a judge, right? So you're thinking, you know, far range, he's probably not going to be able to do too much. But he actually slows them down using the fast lane. The walls being set up means that DRX are not quite sure what's on the other side, so they're kind of not too confident to push out of it. And because of that, he uses that timing, especially with a sprint from Neon, to get into position. That's how he's able to strike them down and just allow for Serena to come back into the Outlaw as well. So fantastic setup from Zeta now. On the defensive half, but DRX's first full buy makes me a little bit nervous. They're marching up catwalk.
McKen with the prime. Thank you so much for the 2 months as well,
dude.
Thank you for doing that.
Just to kind of, you know, slow the pace down if DRX play the explode. And now, DRX is the one that's kind of caught ever so slightly in a slower
honestly,
pace. Again,
we've got a lot of people that can get one shot. We've got 2 people that can get one shot.
The control has been for Zeta Division.
Where's the judge?
Leffy's got a pretty sick pixel angle here. Ascent just wants to kind of deal with that. The timing's going to be pretty good. No one's going to be able to push here because of that barrier mesh. Really good timing. Slows it down ever so slightly.
It goes in, they create pressure, rotate. Okay, we're actually playing like
DRX
proper.
Just fall back and potentially
fake
go
pressure
to mid.
towards shot.
Serena, a really high IQ player here, has been playing absolutely good.
Oh boy, dude, imagine the judge. Problem is, like, the judge can't get into a good spot because the pressure of B main is too much.
He's like thinking about going back to spawn or maybe watch back in towards mid. He can
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just watching the Neon just
but DRX just continues
to rotate the whole time.
Back into its A. Sonic sensor broken, and now they're quite aware. But you have the gravity timing from left.
Judge gets over towards site, sits in the smoke. I mean, they should be right here. Is that 15 seconds?
30 seconds, not a lot of time here, and they are just really working the chances right now. 6 seconds, and Athens is going to have to YOLO this out in the open. Can't really,
it's a good attempt.
Can't really plant the spike. He's been stopped so many times already.
This kind of plan of having a rotate Neon with a judge is not the worst, really. If you're doing like a defensive smoke like this, it's actually pretty good. I wonder how you do it on B. I don't think you can do it on B much.
Same thing that DRX did to them on the.
Other than like the flood out smokes that you're running onto site as they're going in. Maybe you can watch stairs if you do this smoke. I kind of like the idea.
Send up that wall, and then like you mentioned as well, Serena high IQ has that cam set up, so everything being watched. And unfortunately, it's that GraphNet that collapses on towards DRX as they try to push out. So next round coming through, back towards B. And it's going to be Akko trying to spam through with the Guardian. Doesn't quite find too much, though, and does get tagged out at the 0 point. And this could be an opportunity for him to actually dash in.
Okay, if he tries to go for the updraft dash, that's Akko waiting for Hyunmin to make a mistake like that and just drop down. Really good.
No smoke at the back.
Hyunmin now.
Here's what we're talking about. The Neon fast.
If it's there,
rotate to get 3 on site.
Coming around the corner.
Just use wall to get here.
I don't think he spotted him. Whoa! That's gone through his spawn. This is gonna be interesting. Hyunmin slowed down, able to get the shot onto Serena. One wrong step
and casually slow walking lane.
Potentially shut him down with the judge. Has to go to the back of the site first. No flashes. Pushing through here. Could be dangerous. Could be detrimental. But he's not done just yet. Great shot into Akko, but will get overwhelmed. We're now down into Leffy and
DRX handled this pretty well.
Push out through spawn. It's flashback at Athens. We just answer and clap back.
just clapping against Honey Bunny. Like, the guy was trying to keep the B side alive for the longest time for the Zeta girls, especially. I mean, Serena was in position. Akko was reading all of the intel as well. But
DFM is a better Japanese team. Probably not the best example, this one.
Range, right? So
when they got 3 Academy into Game Changers.
You just get Hyunmin walking straight up, point blank range, in with the Vandal. He still gets the headshot. Honey Bunny not quite able to react in time. Just so quick, milliseconds, and that's all it takes for DRX.
But it will be pretty interesting.
And they continue forward. Zeta's economy
when they play,
broken.
If they play, teams might not play each other next season. We got that weird thing where
now here's the drone, so
where teams might not play each other.
They're trying to break the tripwire there so that Hyunmin and the rest can actually push through. Nice little use on the Recon Dart, flushes everybody back. Lefty does not have any vision whatsoever to really take a shot here, and Ache is just going to be quick work of that. Really good execution.
It's going 12-5.
They spotted Killa just hunkering down somewhere.
Good for them to get experience, that's for sure.
Site. Outside on short.
But it isn't like it won't feel like a proper game though. Like I don't think the experience is like that high up there.
Nice little relay bolt. Chase comes in. Over and under, and he gets the pick.
This guy looks alright though.
He's making a lot of impact right here and right now. Yome now wait patiently behind the wall. Akko gets the pick.
Still a nice
and Yome
attempt.
with the backstab will seal the deal as DRX is now
shots,
on map point.
Is he in the academy? Is Honey the actual duelist as well?
Off of her teammates, but look at the acrobatics from Honey Bunny. Lovely little relay, but he continues to slide in towards
Somehow we'll get all banger matchups. I mean, hopefully.
Just listens for the slide, continues to spam away. So that's how those kills kind of unfold.
All right, 7.
But as we move forward into the next round, now
both
DRX
the
at
speed
map
runs.
point Asterai, Honey Bunny, a sudden off being pulled out. Oh, he's watching the DB.
Bang. Ooh, not able to tag anybody as well, though. And now, here it is, the knock on the door on B. It's going to be the lockdown. Smoke's being set up right now for Blackblade. I mean, there's still tripwires and everything, and they can just always shoot through B main here on spawn. The dash comes in from Hyunmin. Can he deep?
Felt weird to check close
Serena. Not going to happen there. No picks whatsoever, and Serena's holding the back of the site incredibly well. If she can just manage to just stay alive, this should be a round for Zeta Division already. And
some nice util on this.
It's looking like that.
The flash is good. The recon is really, really good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, DRX could have just won this, right? If they actually comboed, you send one. When it's like 2 seconds, you send one
possible round, and that's when they
Silver ult to the back of sight. Right? If it doesn't hit, then you go towards spawn.
In a position. Early intel being retrieved by Honey Bunny, but then the rest of the team.
They're not messing around.
They were all
did
already
lose
set up for it.
One round.
Everyone just rotated just in time. So DRX
into the timeout.
Pacing not quite working out for them in that round, but also well played by Zeta to be able to hold it all down. And then this is when at map point, Coach Fawn comes in with the intervention.
Won this. Akko's, yeah, the recon was great.
Look out for, because DRX has been looking still, quite good for now. But then I guess
this random music's cracking me up.
Rounds is, what's Honey Bunny gonna
do? They bring it in for 10 seconds
with this operator. Like, where's he gonna play?
Yeah. I mean, again, I think they're just playing for that shock and awe, right? It's a big risk to be that only duelist that's gonna be playing with the operator. You could even just pass it to someone else. We'll kind of have to see if he does.
Is it DRX, guys?
Or,
not sure, but he's perma shocked.
You get the first pick first.
So webcams literally moving at 1 FPS.
You start continuing to push with the rifle in hand. So we're gonna have to see. There's a lot of options you can try to do.
All I can focus on is his cam.
Is very willing to take these fights potentially against Hyunmin as well. That now does not have a rifle but does have the blades.
Still got ults to insta close this out if they want.
Interesting conundrums.
You got knives, so you don't have to worry about the KO shutting you down, and you can also just do fast hits because they have no KO.
It's the Sentinels who are in the lead for both sides. Flashback as well as Serena, who has been landing the craziest shots. The Japanese player from
nice shot.
Sets herself up position towards mid. Honey Bunny jump. He finds Ascent. Still though, DRX looking to execute through. In with the blade, Gunman up in the air, spotted out by Kira.
Yeah, safe on Dice as well. On the thicker side of Dice. Pure walls, right? Pure brick.
Well,
not bangable at all. Yo man,
one got shut down pretty heavy.
Now forced to just go back, and yeah, this is drawing up to a blank for DRX. Unless, you know, Zeta makes the trippiest mistakes on this round, this should be a Zeta round already. Question now is, hang on, Yome has the from the shadows, right? So there's a potential to maybe go to B, but with 40 seconds on the clock, this has to be like DRX running all the way through B, getting the pick on Akko, getting to the B side from the shadow, pick up the spike, and then plant the spike down. But then again, there's just so many things you have to kind of do in order to achieve that. So
but a sense from top of gen, yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah, at this point.
Again, people are starting to realize how good Deadlock is, or at least the usage of Deadlock's a little bit better.
10 seconds left.
I also think teams are like relatively bad against playing against it, just because people are so used to being able to like play off-site.
Or, you know, just being able to gun down Hyunmin onto the A site. Definitely success is being found, but at the same time, yeah, gonna save those ults for the next round. I mean, that's where you might see something interesting, but at the same time, yeah.
Loud made it popular. Honestly, in terms of being, I'm not sure. Loud definitely didn't make it popular. I'll say that much. But I think it was either was it M80 that did it first?
It's very possible.
And actually used it
right?
like well. Someone in tier 2 used it very well.
Here compared to like five
and then teams in America started copying it.
That being said, though,
careful.
And then
really
Trace used it on. Trace used it on Bind pretty well.
He's going to be playing the Hero Vandal on the push here.
It was Turtle Troop fast, and then M80 started from the Turtle Troop. Yeah.
For DRX,
it was more
immediately go for this slow approach into short. And they should maybe be able to break this barrier mesh very quickly. And they're going to look to at least go for this possible short push.
Yeah, the side of maps with Deadlock looks really good. Damn.
With the first shot, goes for the repeat. Slides forward with the short.
Unlucky. How much damage was that? That's it.
Finds the trade
We'll kind of save them a little bit. Honestly, with an op, Honey's looking great. I mean, Honey's just looking great in general.
Everyone's arrived on the site. Flashback pushes out from short, finds a shot in towards Hell, and that's Kiragon. Now on towards Heaven as Zeta, the Game Changers players, they try to set up a retake. They've all been noted. They break the early utility, but now the question is the utility.
Dude, you have a drone.
Do they know Flashback
got a
is
drone.
inside Hell, and how do they clear
a drone and
when
someone's
Athens
under and you have an Odin?
just plays spoiler up around the side.
What you dream of?
Drops down but gets spammed. No! It's all down to Akko. She's got just the Odin. Follows on through and catches on to Flashback. Now the Odin trying to jiggle around the sides. She's looking for the shot. 20 rounds left in the belt mag, and she has to push up. Athens still playing so tight and conservative around the back, but not quite able to run it up.
A little bit rough on that one.
In with the one time to end it all. DRX.
The shock was brutal. I mean, this was convincing though. This was convincing. In terms of positives though, for the Zeta, I mean Academy at least, the Honey's looking good.
From DRX, sure we're gonna be seeing the highlights
Lovely
all the way
shots.
from the start, but I gotta say, man, MVP for that round to push them into winning this map has got to be Flashback. Dude was just an ice cold killer, able to just isolate so many of the fights and be able to win them single-handedly as well, just to give that extra little boost there for DRX. And you saw how quickly it could have just gone to the wayside, right? Zeta Division had everything. Honey Bunny with the starting 2 picks on the operator, and then it just felt like DRX were so. What's the word here? They felt so separated in a site where there's like still 3 players. That's such a difficult situation to be in, and somehow they managed to break through on that one. And who else but Flashback to put these super impactful and game-winning clutches just so that, right, or assisting to win the game clutches. Absolutely insane.
Is Honey promising? Yeah, Honey looks really good.
He's so good at playing the anchor and so good at playing his role to perfection. Like always there to support the team and playing the right position if he needs to. And that's why he's able to.
Okay, chat, let me quickly get some food before the next map. I'll spam some ads to me back in a bit, right?
Spam. And that spam is enough for him to really set everything up for the rest of the team. Like this was a round where they started off 5v3. But thanks to Flashback and Athen, they managed to turn the whole thing around. So, first picks, you gotta credit Hyunmin as well. I mean, he was crazy with that op in the first half. But I also just want to give a bit of a shout out to Serena, I think. Because on the side of Zeta Game Changers, I mean, she was just landing insane shots with that Sheriff, finding unwinnable rounds for Zeta when DRX was just controlling the entire map like an insecure boyfriend.
What?
They were that controlling in that first half, right?
All right.
Serena
Chill
broke out of
yourself,
that.
Romeo.
But then, still is. It's Serena. She was just so good. I mean, you mentioned how she set up towards B on Zeta's defensive side as well. She had the cam set up. She was working alongside Akko, so there is that kind of tandem and chemistry there. They know how to relay off of each other. They managed to bring it that close from like, you know, it seems so unwinnable at some point. I think it was like 10-2 first half, right? But Zeta brought it back thanks to Serena and Akko.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you might think that, you know, Serena's just doing her job as the anchor player slash Cypher here. But the thing about that is you have to also put into account how difficult and stressful the pressure has been for DRX. Imagine you're in that situation and you're like 8-1 already, and Serena's just playing so absolutely locked in, right? No phase to the pressure whatsoever, not phased by the pressure whatsoever. Anyways, MVP for this first map, Athan. Such a great set of plays. Honestly, I think that first half, it was because of him that Honey Bunny got completely shut. Great timings on the KO blade, null commands just to again solidify a lot of that control, and him as well as the Omen was doing a lot of work to hold that A main position, so that, you know, Zeta Division, when they're trying to set up, can't really get the tempo that they're kind of hoping for. So it was Athan on A that was just doing a lot of work.
Yeah, we definitely see a lot of that. The structure on the side of DRX still continuing to prevail. So that was just map 1, almost a comeback from Zeta, so they're definitely still in this fight. But we're going to go to a little bit of a break and then come back for this second map, and we'll see how it all shakes up. Don't go away, we'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Spotlight Series here at the VCT Offseason Pacific. My name is Asarai, and of course with me now is Quack. We just are coming back from that first map, and I gotta say, it did not go the way that I expected it to be, right? I felt Zeta Division was able to... Yeah, I don't know why you're laughing.
Well, I'm just smiling.
Oh, okay,
smiling.
I thought you were like, ha, 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 this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But yeah, sorry. Just to finish off what I was just mentioning, felt like Zeta Division had a bunch of good ideas, but the way that they try to execute it was very much absorbed very quickly by DRX.
Yeah, so much of it. I mean, we saw it all in that first half, I think, mostly. That's the main kind of storyline that was pushing through. Just 10-2 at the first half, and just being able to control every entrance, every exit. Athen, but also Hyunmin alongside Flashback at times, just being able to control so much. But, you know, apart from that, also being able to see kind of how Ache as well as Yome were kind of supporting the team, right? Just Yome in with a judge at some points, but also Ache in playing the Sova at moments, just trying to kind of throw everything across to find that intel for the side of DRX. I mean, that was one of the more crucial parts in that first half as well, that went a little bit unnoticed, I think. But at the same time, Zeta was able to fight back. And that's the thing that I've got going for me, because I did predict for Zeta changers after all. But we shall see, right? I mean, Serena, Akko, we started to see glimpses of them. But from the other players as well, like, you know, Honey Bunny he definitely looks mechanically sharp. I mean, he's like quite snappy, and he's got that neon movement down for sure. On a map like Haven, that could come into play, right? But how is that all gonna like gel together as a whole team? Especially, you know, again, like this specific Spotlight series, right? They didn't have so much time to prep as like a full team. So when you're working against a team that's that well rehearsed, when you got like 3 players on DRX that are already that good, it's definitely gonna be quite the mammoth task for Zeta Game Changers right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if, you know, again, because we're talking about how when we started, you know, the second series, that Zeta Division Changers Game GC is still a team that some of their players we haven't really seen play at all. What else is kind of left in the toolkit for them? Because I felt like, as you mentioned, Honey Bunny, lots of movement, good snappy mechanics from the look of it as well, isn't really able to make the most use of a Neon. I think Neon has to have some better amount of support compared to maybe a Jet. I don't know, I could be wrong with this. If Honey Bunny can bring that out as they are preparing to go into Haven, is that going to be better, or are they going to stick with their guns on this Neon? That it looks like DRX is very much comfortable facing, right? Because we've seen, I think Honey Bunny, when he was kind of playing, minus the operator plays, when he tries to slide in, he doesn't really get those good 1v1 duels that we see other Neon players use. And then when he's on his overdrive, it's not as scary, impactful as, again, as I mentioned, in other more notable.
What are we saying, chat?
Neon
2-0?
Is that
Feels
just,
like a 2-0.
A result of DRX just being aware of it? Is that just, you know, him needing a little bit more support from Zeta Division?
Heavily
or
like a
does he
2-0.
have to go into
so much,
a
Sheriff.
different duelist and see if that's a little bit more effective as we're coming into the second map? I know I said a lot, but hopefully that that sticks. Yeah.
I definitely hear you, because you're thinking about like how effective is he gonna be on that Neon, or is he gonna like swap over to another duelist, right?
Yeah,
Just to
yeah.
TLDR everything.
Thank you for TLDRing that.
Oh, really, Sheriff?
It's
Dude,
a
that's
good
huge.
question, though. I mean, that's not to say that he's not proficient on Neon, but it's just
That's
the
love.
fact
Did
that
he
this
tweet
is
about that recently?
Pacific Spotlight series. So again, the team play is, you know, there's not much time to tool everything together. So it's hard to see and hard to say like how he's going to be able to give that value to his, you know, current team Zeta Game Changers right now. I think he was trying to do that a little bit, you know, play on the Neon, trying to use
Man, that must be such a relief for him
sprint
as well.
timing, but it's definitely difficult on a map like Ascent, and especially when DRX are like this good. It's just there's so many factors to consider, right? It's not necessarily
pretty
that
much.
Neon is not good.
I'm
It's
surprised he
just
managed to
how
balance it
does
as well.
Work for the team, or how is he gonna play away from the team if needed? Like,
What the hell out of that retake? Yeah, he really did.
Working as the Rays, and that gave quite a bit of value as well in the first few rounds. So it's definitely tough. What's even tougher though is just the fact that Haven, which is our next upcoming map, that's the one where DRX kind of picked it, so kind of spoiling the plans, spoiling the fun everywhere. We shall see how Zeta Academy, alongside the Game Changers players, will be able to turn this around, because a Neon can be effective on Haven, but at the same time, you're then thinking about like what DRX could play. But I am hearing that we have some technical issues right now.
The league stack's already started. That's good, dude. Get the practice in.
Quick little break here, guys. I know. We want to see
the
the
only way
action already on the second map.
the only way to improve in that
sometimes
game.
It happens.
You
So
gotta
we're gonna go on a quick
grind
break.
that game.
Hopefully we can come back in just the next couple of minutes to get you the action here on the second map in the second series. So guys, sorry about that. Please don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Little tech. 4 minutes. Maybe we load up right now, Sheriff. Can we see some more rank streams of me? Yeah, maybe. Maybe when we get to Jan, it'll be a little bit easier because there'll be less stuff to do. That might be the main time, I would say, if we're going to see any. It would probably only be a duo with Mini, though, I would imagine, just because everyone else is going to be pracking a lot. Quick ARAM? Dude, I haven't played an ARAM for a while, actually. ARAM was always fun to work out what agents or like what roles or what players I don't want to play. And it turns out it's everything. I really have limited fun on that game unless I'm playing certain agents. Or champs, I guess they're called. Like all of the top champs are really boring. ADC is kind of fun. I like playing Varus, but I don't know if that's viable anymore. Is the match delayed? Yeah, but not too long, hopefully. All the 2024 champs are overpowered. I mean, that was always the way with that game. It felt like every time they introduced like a champ, it was just broken, so you had to buy it. But yeah, we can maybe do some rank streams in Jan, but I also might just take it as some time off. It's probably a smart idea to take some time off before the season starts. This season should be a little bit harder just because of America's pushing it back. Like I get 3 hours sleep instead of 4 hours sleep, and it doesn't sound like much, but I think it's pretty big. It's gonna be packed, yeah, it will be. America's is even later. Yeah, it's an hour. It's an hour back, Lexi. Did I help out you and Das? Yes. It will. It will wreck everyone else. I don't know how long it's for. I don't know when America's changed their daylight saving stuff. Kickoff? Yeah, it's like China first, then EMEA, then APAC, then Americas, right? Roughly, I think. Or maybe Americas starts before APAC, I can't remember. When the tournaments are in America, it's horrible for living in Sweden. It starts at about 10.
Poof,
yeah, but dude, now it's going to be 11 for you.
After that quick little break just to... I know. We're chill, we're having fun. That's the point of, being in this one. Already preparing to get into the second map, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Haven. Haven't seen the agent selects just yet, but we were talking before we got into the break how there's a lot of things that we're
they said what day
that from China GC, as we did see.
Wait, maybe we could work it out.
Really good ideas.
Do we still have the overlap from China and
Pacific
Pacific this year?
Clicked well enough against DRX to really push them through that line. Again, they ended that first half into a 10-2, and then Zeta was fighting back. The only problem was, DRX, they're not just a well-oiled machine coming into the spotlight. They also have some pretty sick individualistic plays, and we saw that, I think, profoundly from Flashback. If you can do that, there is going to be a very difficult time, another difficult time for Zeta Division coming in
I think they're
the second map, which is Haven.
Looks like China's the exact same days as
still playing that Sentinel role, especially
Pacific.
on like a Cypher or something. Those trips and the way
Starts
that
on
he could
Saturday.
potentially play around the site. I mean, it's so effective. I think one of the more common things to do with as a Cypher right now, especially on a map like Haven, is to set up your trips around
same time as well. I'm not sure about same time, but at least within like 2 hours of each other.
And then play from heaven, have a smoke up, and then just spam. Like, that's enough to walk away with a possible free kill. So that's definitely one of the things to look out for, as Flashback does lock in onto that Cypher. On the other side, though, Honey Bunny is sticking on the Neon as well.
Again, now that he has Akko playing as that breach, there's a lot more, I think, opening that's going to be available for him that wasn't really accessible when he was playing on Ascent. It's kind of like the hand-in-hand. When you play the Neon, you kind of have to have the breach just because the fault line is so good in setting up potential kill pockets for the Neon here. As
let me make
set
the
himself
bot
up.
go live.
But again, this is looking a lot more solid, at least comp-wise.
I mean, you would imagine DRX are good for this after what we saw from the first game. DRX on defense, ZETA on attack.
I mean, I think it just is a lot of comfort picks for like most
get
of
raid
the
boss
players all throughout right now, because Akko was playing, the Flash Initiators, breach namely. Serena's still on the Cypher, all throughout Game Changers, right? And same goes for DRX as well. Hyunmin still on the list. These are all things that you
trying to break the trip. Oh boy, and they go into a 3-pass instead.
There's the fault line already. This is chaotic as the paranoia just gets thrown at the back of the site.
They really
Shots
forced.
from Hyunmin.
They really forced it.
Precise and deadly. One more as Serena comes in a little bit too late to the party, and that's gonna be that. Again, blink of an eye, and DRX.
They tanked some Yuto in terms of the breach done for the initial hit, and then they were just
so
like,
quick.
we're sending it.
They try to slide through, but because it's a Neon,
Everyone jump through the smoke.
Every time you like dash and not dash. Every time you sprint and hop around, there's like a bit of noise, right? And instantly the whole team.
Oh, good, yeah.
Right,
and 2-0 day.
Multiple sprints being heard. Everyone just corral and collect the beat, and that's how the arc plays. Flashback came in all ready to trade and play. Athen was the only one who fell, so like it's just so effective for this whole squad that they're now buying up Bulldogs for the next round. An outlaw in the hands of Hyunmin as well, but doesn't.
Pretty sure this is
What?
Okay.
Yeah, good angling from Flashback there. No chance that they're going to be able to
imagine being the
push
person
through
that's taking
into
the orb that
teeny,
gets your mate killed like that.
corridor on
It's
C-Long
wild.
and get out unscathed. Bit of head scratcher here for Honey Bunny and the rest of Division. My God, Hyunmin's not done. He's already reeled fully. Wait. Okay, will whip the shot. Gets overwhelmed.
Surely
players
you,
flushing about.
after you've
Akko
done
as
the
well as
reload, you
Serena,
dash across.
Now caught rocking a hard place. They're trapped on A main here. And here goes the flank coming in from Flashback. He's just not wasting any time. He just wants this blood, and he will be able to pick it up.
I mean, I guess we get a Cypher ult early.
DRX. Again, statement plays all around.
The confidence? Yeah, I mean, the confidence is through the roof.
I mean, you look at that setup from Athen towards the back as well. It just tells you how in sync every player is. this one was insane. I mean, like,
I will say
come on, it
flashbacks
had to
looked
be a little
really
bit
good
lucky
off-season
with how you
wise.
got that initial shot with the snow. And of course, at that point, I mean, Hyunmin just being set up already, still marking down a lobby that way was ultimately how DRX kind of reps out the whole round. So
Yeah.
next one coming through, now we start to see glimpses of DRX changing up their setup.
Keep the
Flip
outlaw.
into B.
1, 2, 3 people that can get killed. Oh,
Look at
boy.
how far mid.
Oh my goodness, look at the timing of it. You
No way.
cannot get better timing
Can
than that.
just get through? Is he gonna get checked? No, he's not. Any kills?
Ooh.
First one though. Now that will
Still.
potentially rattle
Reach for a
Zeta here. The
breach.
question now is, are they gonna keep the pressure and push up onto C? Yep, they've committed to it already. Tripwire gets activated here, and Flashback just hits all of the nasty
Damn.
shots. No one's looking
Oh
his
my
direction, and he
goodness,
is just
bro.
picking them up one by one. And like
Making
dominoes,
that
they
look real
fall as
easy.
Flashback is the king of C.
Oh my god. He truly is the king.
Why did
That
the
plat on C
person
is his
below
throat.
plat
Look at how
turn?
he plays
Roman
around
flash?
that. Athen, good initial kill, just slipping through, having that triple set up perfectly around B.
Not
And
sure.
this is,
Nothing
again,
else to
just
be
the
watching
chess
there.
match that DRX are playing. Zeta has to play it as well if they are to turn these rounds away, because at some point you have to note or anticipate the positions
9
that
and 0.
DRX are playing. All right, flashback, possibly playing backside, relay ball. We need to connect it into that spot so that he's not able to, play. We need to
Someone
distinguish
maybe
players
said
from
logs.
flashback.
Yeah, it could
But
have
right
been.
now, they haven't gotten enough experience to suss that out from DRX just yet.
People have experimented a little bit more with like
We'll creep into B.
off the
Here's
barrier
more. Honey Bunny.
trips. I always spoke about this in
Ooh, I
my
thought he
old
was gonna
team.
commit into that push.
And everyone would
Ascent,
say
though,
they were just
running
gonna
away for
hit
dear
stuff.
life, gets smacked
Oh my
by
goodness.
Honey Bunny. Ajay, though, into the corner.
Spike
Gets
planted.
followed up by the rest of Zeta Division. That's going to be pick upon pick. Yome wraps around.
Flashback's gonna have to
Does
start
have to help
dueling
get
and
in here
spawn.
around.
It's a great ult.
Flashback's already gotten the pick first here, and then Neural Theft's going to give away their spots. Leffy can't get away from Flashback,
Jesus,
and
look
he
at
is
his
just
aim right now.
1v1ing everybody from Zeta
Yeah, you can
Division.
just hold this the whole
He's coming to
time.
the banner,
Damn, dude,
and he's
look
just
at your
sick with it.
aim.
Serena with the push. Shots whiffed. Has to push through the smoke.
No
Gets
way.
the pick, but it's already half. Smoke's
No
about
way.
to dissipate. Flashback.
Goodness, almost.
Looks like
Dude,
he was
Flashback
panicking,
is
but
an
now he's just a bit
absolute
too quick on the
beast
flicks,
right
and that's
now.
going to be the 4K for Flashback.
The aim looks insane.
Plenty of time to go for the defuse and DRX.
We're 4 rounds
Another
in,
point on the
and
board.
we're what?
Maybe gather info
13?
from the team as well that like Serena is
13 and 0.
So just going for the wild drag your mouse across kind of play. He gets it all. I mean, a quicker round from Zeta this time. He's trying to work around.
Bro's not dying, bro's not missing. Look at these shots.
Not too bad considering the fact that he managed to dwindle down DRX's numbers. But in the whole thing, DRX is still able to win on these rounds. So despite losing out their guns, they get to buy back up so quickly. Next round coming through, and Zeta tries to go for the A hit.
Okay.
Recon dart.
And they're just dodging him.
No
We
pulses?
got camera deep.
Okay.
We checked
So at
that.
least
There's
it
no one
doesn't
there, and then
really
we set the op
expose-
up.
Oh, no, hang on.
That's a lovely kill, and we changed it up as well. They're so
Serena was
scared of
not
over
prepared for that.
towards
Young
C
man,
that they decided to
very
go
proactive on
aggro,
the
got
C-long
info and
push.
kill trim.
Now, rest of DRX
And
getting
now they can 3
lots
pass
of
and
information
stack
here.
A.
Achay's already
Oh,
cleared up
man.
sewers.
Zeta are gonna
Just
get
to make
wrecked
sure,
on
right?
me.
Readdresses it, pushes it up ever so slowly. And Zeta Division, as they lose that C-long control here, Quack, they're kind of stumped. They're waiting for maybe a potential cash against DRX or just the smokes to drop down and then push. But the position is just okay.
Okay, check right.
Never mind. This could actually be good.
Oh my
But they
goodness.
haven't cleared out Yomi's position.
Oh my goodness. Oh, chill.
Potential triple kill. Okay, one.
Spike down A.
It's a bit of
Last
a
player
brawl here, a
standing.
tussle. Leffy Dot right on the shot. Flashback in a 2 versus 1. Backs away first. Has to respect the recon dart. Does not
Great
go
boss.
down to the shot here. Does not get
Give me the
head
1
tapped.
POV.
Last
2
player
versus 1.
standing.
Oh
Comes
my goodness,
in and
imagine
it
he did that.
could've
We almost
been
did a Prius.
detrimental.
Sticking
Leffy
on the
clutches
2.
the round, and that's going to be a point for Zeta.
And that's the 2-on-1. Good positioning overall, but Zeta trying to switch things up into the A site. I mean, this was one
Almost,
of
yeah,
these rounds
almost.
Where, like, you've never seen anyone from DRX push up C before, so all of a sudden, of course, unfortunately, Serena gets taken down.
So
but
many
as you
people
go to
going
the A
down.
site,
It's that big round.
Just giving them that much space. And
Surely
unfortunately,
not
not
4
quite
times in a row,
able
though,
to
right?
collect on the 3 kills, just able to get
Zeta
the
gonna
first.
have so
It
many
still is
ults
enough space
that
and
they
timing for
should
Zeta to set up around the
get
site,
one
at
of
which
them.
Point, 1-on-2 for Flashback. As good as he is, it still is hard to split your crosshair in half. So next round coming through, Cyber Cage, and another A hit from Zeta.
Dude, look at this over rotate though.
Putting a camera deep on short here. They're just making sure again that DRX is not going to have, I think, good positioning.
Here's the drone go right out, takes that angle.
With an operator right
Little
now.
Jump peek.
It's going to be quite difficult for them
nice
to
shot.
really take a shot off. Left
Surely
down. Honey Bunny is going to be able to get Ache, but again, the control for DRX is still solid. Look at that crouch, actually dodging a bunch of the zaps
stupid.
from
With
the
the plant.
Honey Bunny. 3 versus 2.
With the plant,
Great
you get
positioning
breach
from Killa there, as he almost takes down Hyunmin. Has to fall back. Now Flashback and Yome coming in through spawn.
Nice
all left into the hands of Paco. Is it going to be capable enough? Great shot on the first one. The peek out loses the bullets. Can't really change weapons in time.
Boy,
And
and
that's
the proper
gonna be
reset.
DRX. Very solid
Full reset,
retake.
they got an eco. Here we go
The
again.
retake protocol still there. I mean, look at how they're able to wrap around all angles of the site, and in with the final one as well. Just being able to kind of collapse into a Akko, relaying off of each other that way. That said, though, Akko's aim, you can tell it's still frickin' snappy. The way she was able to flick back from the top of A Heaven back in towards A Link, that was pretty nice. A good little glimpse as to how.
It's the first round where
some of the
Flashback didn't get a
ZETA
kill,
GC
right?
players can be still, but then
That's
that
crazy.
said, out in the overall picture of the game, it still is DRX commanding things. So next round goes through, and it's now Hyunmin out with the op. You have some ultimates on the side
Cage
of
to
Zeta,
block
but,
vision.
and I'm not quite sure
Goes
how
in, no one shoots the recon.
This round, given the fact that it's just
You
Sheriff.
can just hold this for
So
one, we
Ache
can heavy
picking up the
rotate.
alt orb,
Whole line of
still
one.
reading the map. Sounds being
Surprised the
heard into
Omen's
his
still
garage now.
chilling.
Ooh. Hyunmin giving away his elevated position that he updrafted for. I wonder if that's going to hurt them, because now you can see the DRX playing a bit farther back on B here. Not really having any information whether... Yeah, Garage is already compromised. That's why you're seeing Hyunmin have to check the points just because he left 8th and left that spot.
Okay, smoke over towards A
not
for
sure
the
how
re-clear. Drone goes out.
Well, or how much map control
Recon
Zeta
just
wants
clears
before they try to
everything. You
explode,
can
but
see
this
that
is-
no one's following
I
it
honestly
up.
think this is a pretty good setup right now for Zeta, even though they're just on the Sheriff.
Okay, so with that information, they know that they're gonna heavier stack off of A
setting up the defense.
and actually leave A site. This is a nice goal from Zeta though. Whoever went for this one,
That's
they're
fair
gonna
too,
get
right
it
now.
over towards a free site.
Waiting for the smoke
It's not
to
bad.
dissipate. 30 seconds left on the clock. Once the smoke is
They
gone,
use the
gotta
fact that the
commit.
recon
seconds
got
left.
no info to just
That they
mid-round
do.
call back towards A.
Here it is. Okay, the throw out. Nobody's home. All right, this is a clean take for Zeta.
If
Division.
I
They're gonna
asked you
able
to be
at least
observer for
plant the
champs, would you
spike
do it? Nah, not a
and
chance.
At least play the 5
Spike
versus 5 on the post.
I would do it if it
And then you
was
use the ults to
delayed.
buy
That's
out
it.
time, maybe. Hunter's Fury is available as well on the side of Lefty.
Just to show
Yeah,
people.
push custom shove already. There's the Rolling Thunder just for that bit of delay tactics, but hang on. Still not getting done. Spike hasn't been tapped just yet. Honey Bunny's going to get overwhelmed. That's 2 kills already for DRX here, and they're falling down very quickly. Serena's coming around the corner right now. Falls down. Someone has to start defusing. Aftershock, is it going to reach? No, it does not.
Flashback.
There's going to be a kill from
Your
Akko, but
KD.
again, that Spike's
Think about the
already
KD.
defused, and DRX, they're just throwing
Tuck
the
around
bodies
the
at the
corner,
problem.
surely.
Sure, they're going to be falling down bit by bit, but the round ultimately goes into their hands.
Yeah, and this round, I mean, throwing numbers does work just because it's the last player alive, and also just not having enough to fend DRX off, right?
Can dish it out on Prius, but scared of taking it. I've done my time
but
of
DRX
observing,
also
it's
knows
fine.
how to work off of it
I'm
as
gonna
well.
let Prius have a job at one point.
I don't know what position he was playing, but
So
unfortunately
good.
that Hunter's Fury not quite able to come online.
It's not a stats player, yeah,
truly
tanking the
hurt
death
quite
of
a
the
bit.
team, that's actually
So,
true.
expensive round for Zeta. They got the spike down, but unfortunately lost. It's going to be the full buy round for the next. And once again, Hyunmin in with the op.
Holding that C-long angles, already committed the tailwind as well. Now, hearing this... Okay, I wonder if Hyunmin's going to be able to get a catch here because there's just so much thrown stuff at him, but... Okay, doesn't need to. Flashback
Ow.
3K.
Oh my
gosh. He's about to get the ace potentially, but
Bro
Ace
is
just takes it
farming.
out of Flashback's hands.
We had 4
oh
maps.
my goodness. I didn't even expect
And
this.
all 4
I
maps
thought
are a
it
7-1
was gonna
star.
be, you know, them getting the
And
catch.
Flashback is
Potentially
20 to
forcing
2.
back Flashback, but dude is just... He's just a phenom. He's a menace.
Yeah, just being able to play.
How much would you say that I've increased my knowledge as a coach?
all
A
their
fair amount,
movements,
just because you, I mean,
getting
you're
that
just
spray
watching
down
loads,
against
right?
them and
You're watching the
repositioning once
minimap
again.
loads, so it's like good for like
They heard
rotations
those
and
noises
stuff. Even though it was a
outside of
different
the
game,
and
it's
that's
still
just DRX playing around it, but
same
also
thing.
that's right.
What's up?
What's your reaction to that play?
I
Nonetheless,
mean,
next round
Like,
coming
you'll
forward.
learn a lot
Yeah,
from
I
just
didn't-
watching a
to be
minimap
fair,
of the
I didn't
game.
expect that to be what happens, right? I mean, flashback.
Like, you might have to go back
he
and
just
see
does
like what
flashback thing.
util caused
Honey
what,
Bunny
but
does spot the shenanigans set up here on B. Hyunmin wants to
Shot.
commit the fight right now, and Akko
Spike down,
slowly. but
Flash to get back to
quickly,
the
at same time,
angle.
quickly just falls down. Dash,
Dude's
not
feeling with a
available
headshot
for
pause.
Hyunmin
Oh my
here, but
goodness.
presence is already felt. And Zeta Division just again left to really just figure out what the heck we're supposed to do.
Yeah, just
like,
nothing fun right
guys.
now. And right now, maybe you working on with the drone, but actually not quite spotted. So coming back in with the kill,
down
looking
A.
for the refrag. Leffy able to fight back. Spike might be dropped, but Leffy can pick it back up and look for a potential other approach into the site. Serena, though, looking for the look to be able to catch on the Yomi. And that could be a potential weapon picked up as well. Goes in for the Nero theft. Nathan tries to swim her
that's
down
a
the
nice try.
spotlight. She actually gets ahead of it, but unfortunately still, the sprays will crumple her. It's all down to Leffy now, 1-on-2. Clears out back site. Can get the spike down. Has the rifle in play
Ooh,
as well.
that's a
And
good play.
tries to bait out the
30
rolling
seconds
thunder.
left.
Manages to make it happen, but now
it's
looking
unlucky.
for the kill on the
Just wasn't
Hyunmin.
expecting
Unfortunately, cut out in position.
the breach
It's
to go so
Athen
aggro.
who swings out of garage to find that shot into the
Would the
back.
replay
It's a
ruin
really
competitive or
good,
improve it? It would change it a lot.
You know,
It
read
would
of the
change it a lot,
situation.
but it
Knows
would
that even if he,
also
makes noise and tries to plant the spike.
improve the
there's really
talent that we see.
not
People will be able to
any
learn the game so
safety
much
for that. He
faster
can get
to a
pushed
top
and
level.
everything, so might as well just go for take a fight right there. But DRX knew exactly the game plan.
Hello, Jules.
Zeta
How you
Division
doing?
in a really, really rough spot here, Quack. It's the same thing that we saw at the start of Ascent, and maybe even more difficult for Zeta Division to be in. We were expecting, again, for Honey Bunny to get much of the impact with the help of this breach, but it hasn't really changed the game plan for DRX at all. They're just doing the same thing that we kind of saw them on Ascent, and it is just effective.
Yeah, they're all kind of stalled out. I mean, same thing again, like you mentioned. But Hyunmin once more with the op. I mean, Zeta are looking for a concrete solution to deal with him. But unfortunately, it's not quite there. Akko's fault line already
Okay, this is
extended.
a nice. This is the best round so far though from
So
Zeta.
elusive.
A
So,
default.
looking for other routes now.
Okay, one
Maybe
inserted.
drone into its garage. Serena
And
might
then,
be playing an
ooh,
opening pick somewhere if someone
we
does
did
push
the
out, but
smoke, the bait as well for the double swing. That's a lovely
there's
shot,
the
but I still like the
peek.
whole
It's a bit of a
idea,
break.
right? They
Honey
inserted
Bunny
one over towards
managed
here,
to take
then
down the
drone
other.
over towards garage, and then they
Serena's
smoke themselves off,
Also kind of trapped
which
here.
you wouldn't
Can't
do
really
if you
push
had
out.
inserted one in
Great
theory, so that you
stun.
can kind of swing
Helps
out
it
and get a
Honey
kill.
Bunny finds a great entry into the A site. Still not yet done. Ache playing around the smoke, waiting for the opportune time to go for the peak. Look at that spray
Nice
trap.
line.
Can't really see through
Last
anything,
player
but
standing.
has delayed
Still,
things. Is this going to be
still
enough?
got
3 versus 1. You can already
heavily
see Flashback is
Spike
just
planted.
Rewarded for a
way
good
out of
default.
position. Has to go all the way through spawn here and play for the clutch. No neural theft, no information whatsoever. He's just trying to garner that slow approach into the A site. Does he? Yeah, he somehow actually manages to go back to the site here. Isolates the fight. 2 versus 1. Now he's got the camera. Have to at least get a bit of that contact. Oh my god. He's actually able to make it happen. 6 bullets left. It's jammed.
Could you imagine
And
it?
it's just way
We were
too
on
close
for a
comfort.
mad,
Honey Bunny
mad
still
score if he
manages to
wins
pick
that.
up
Holy.
the round. The 4K, the clutch, and Zeta Division a point on the board once more.
Flashback, yeah, flashback's been
8 to 2.
unbelievable. 23
Honey
to
Bunny
4. It's just the aim's
thankfully able to
insane
clutch
right now.
out the round. It's a 1-on-3 and Flashback damn close. But nonetheless, good little approach from Zeta trying to send an alternate squad into its garage to try to pull those rotations away from the A site. Zeta managing to slip through with that space being found. So hopefully being able to find more rounds like that might give us more of Zeta in this entire series overall. But if not, Hyunmin just continues to climb back up on that off.
Got enough money for it, right? Why not? Oh. Hunter's Fury for Hunter's
goodness.
Fury. Yome is just full blinded, could not really get the picks. Already they were in front of her. Couldn't really get anything. Ascent around the corner here. Goes in for the fight, gets flushed out, and this is a strong start to the round for Zeta Division. Hyunmin threat with the operator, sure. Wait, hold on. The blades come out. The 4K already. The jump out.
It would have been sick. Got 4 knives. Had 4 knives go at it, so...
It's 2 versus 1. Comes around the corner. Flashback catches Leffy sleeping, and that's going to be
this one is. They're just taking turns.
Gets the final kill.
They really are taking
the heroic
turns.
efforts of Hyunmin at the back
what
of
is a
things.
change you would make to the game?
Almost the ace, right?
The
Just
game
so
needs.
insane.
The game's in a pretty good
Offshot
spot.
being found, and
I
he
would probably
continues
just
to
get
go
rid
into
of
the shot
shotguns,
slot.
to be honest. I
Swaps
don't
over to
think
the
they
blades.
belong in the
Actually,
game.
Almost.
But it makes it entertaining, so it's not the worst.
Onto the
In
final
terms
target for
of
the ace,
anything
but
else,
unfortunately
I
it was just
would...
kind of,
I'm
fucked
a
over to
big
the other
fan
side
of
where
the
his opponent was able to,
you know what Dota
make
do
use
where
of that
they
drawback
have a
animation
skin that
past
goes to the prize
tailwind.
pool of
So,
champs.
yeah.
Dude, that
9-2
would be
though, it
incredible
still
in
is
this
the round
game.
being won up by
It would make
DRX,
it
and now
so
we've got the
hype.
ultimates. It's a bit of a desperation play. They don't quite have the
It would
guns,
make it
just
the hypest
stingers,
game
one
ever.
hero rifle on the side of
Everything
left
in
dot.
champs
They took
is
that
just
space
like
out of a
20
lot,
million prize
making
pool
use
split
of it,
between stuff.
but
It'd be the
Yomei
most
smokes it
insane
off
thing
so
ever.
quick.
So that's probably the one change I would
calm
actually make to
before
the
the
game.
Oh, hang on. Serena is a magician with that sheriff, right? She is the law on that pistol. That's a great opening as well. Now they have to
My
respect
voice is
a
drowned out, yeah, but
potential
sometimes
push
the
on
casters
B.
aren't even getting picked up,
Drone
so...
does not spawn Athen, though. That smoke gives them a bit of leeway. They'll push out, and that is just precise shooting. Look at this. Going around the corner already. Whips out for the quick little shorty shot.
I'm telling you, they're taking turns.
Far too long. Hold on. Serena has a chance to ace herself.
What is this round?
No way, Serena. Neural theft for neural theft. Information garnered on both sides. Flashback is winning the HP battle. Just the picks, and the flick could have been it. Flashback
Dude, if it
was
wasn't
just in
against
a
the
better
raid boss,
spot.
maybe.
Denies the ace on Serena.
It was a nice try,
Ends the
though.
first
It
half
would have been
in
a
the
not
10-2.
1v4.
It's just down to those final moments. You gotta give so much credit to Serena for being able to pull almost a bunny out of the magic hat that way.
All rounds have
But
been
those
in the
4
same
kills from
3K,
Athen as
4K,
well,
yeah.
Flashback just making
There was
use
so
of
many of them.
Serena's neural theft against her. That final ping on it, he's just avoiding all of that down to the final moment. So 10-2 once
Valorant
again.
Esports says
As we
11
head
PM
up to the half,
CET.
don't go away, we will be back
But it says
after this halftime break.
10 PM here. Is that... Are you sure that's normal? Oh, okay, then maybe it's the same time. Is it just because the clocks don't go back in... Let's see what the time change in America's. When is daylight saving in America? March. Okay, yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe I'm just used to the daylight saving. It's my fault. I mean, I'm blaming it on Iceland though. %. Yeah, that's
Alright.
actually true.
Here we go. Pistol on the second half. Hyunmin also already gets spotted. So there's a good amount of information
Chat, we're
already
gonna
here
finish
for Zeta
with
Division to work
4-2.
with.
Oh my
They
goodness.
haven't
That's
started
nice.
rotating just yet. Now they are. So potentially 4 players will be here. Bit of noise being done by DRX, maybe just to bait out more utility. If they can bait out the paranoia, that's going to be huge as well. And again, they've already wrapped around the other side of the map. So potentially on B. Or maybe re-hitting C. I don't know. We'll see.
Just a bit of a lurk too. I mean, if anyone does crossover, but
I mean,
no,
Zeta have
not quite
so many
repeating
on
into
site
it,
here that
but
they should be
back in
okay.
looks like a garage push from
You're not gonna
DRX.
push through this
So
though,
the
right?
flashers do connect with Honey inside of the switch, trying to hold down the quick anchor, but that's spot
Oh my
on by
goodness,
Ache
what
as
was
well.
that?
Kiddo comes back in, just quick
Yeah.
to trade.
Dude,
So
if you look at the
no
minimap,
joy
like
found
still the
for
rounds they
DRX
play like
despite
correctly,
their
they are
best efforts.
getting
Flashback was nullified
rewarded
towards
for
the back
winning.
as well, and that's
Like
the
in
pistol
terms of
for
their
Yeah, Leffy also
position
catching
around the
that
map.
mid lurk was pretty huge, especially when I thought that Leffy was not aware that there was a potential like that. Actually gets the pick, so no backstabs, no pinch plays for DRX available. It's just raw firefights in the front of the C site, and that, as you mentioned, didn't even work for them. So really good hold for Zeta Division here, and now at least they can start putting a bunch of points on the board, not wasting any time. And look at how many rifles Zeta has already picked up for themselves.
Not the judge again.
Just the one. The Bulldogs.
Two.
They're trying to keep them for the upcoming rounds, and that's the main story right now. Same thing that we saw from the previous map on Ascent. Very crucial. DRX doesn't have any sheriffs in this round as well, though, so
revealing area.
It could be possible that Zeta might convert to another bonus. We'll see. For now, just kind of hold up outside of A. All those classics just surrounding the site for now. Not quite
25 and 5. Yeah, it's been a half from him.
They have to also be careful, right? Because Honey Bunny's got the sheriff in tow. Flashback just fearless at getting this information gathered, making the noise on garage. But that's
Prodigy. I'm gonna have to look into it. It would just be a setting that I can change. But I saw it today and I was like, what the hell is this?
Hyunmin already goes in for the pick here, but he's gonna get overwhelmed. Really good spotting and positioning for Zeta Division all around. And
Prodigy even.
Spike's already dropped at A long, so unless
something
they
you can change.
pick that up and get a couple more kills to pick into the round, especially with like 4 or 5 players from Zeta here, there's not really much that DRX can really do at this point. So yeah, just get the picks. One more on Athen, and wait,
make it flawless.
Athen has to go down because if he doesn't die, he doesn't get the bonus.
10 seconds left.
That's right.
They just run and not really get the picks. Yeah, they're just gonna waste his money.
Or get the alt point for
No, they're running. They're running.
Yeah, they're giving him nothing.
Everybody's just running.
And I'm like, no, wait, come
great.
back. All right.
No.
I mean, she would have gone down.
You could have denied the money.
Dude,
No,
she would have died though.
Knew. she almost would have. She would have had to dodge his classic shots or something.
Yeah,
So round loss bonus still found. Athen gets to buy up.
I love the call from DRX, and they just all scatter. It feels like they're playing a game of tag.
But that said, it is Zeta making it.
Okay, let's see what the buy round looks like.
Round, so being able to carry
Is it gonna be convincing, or do we get a game?
Standing ahead.
Is gonna give them quite a bit of value as they continue to try to hold. A bit of fault line in towards, I believe that's Leffy. So tries to hang back into A site. Okay, Serena. Plays the off-angle outside of garage door.
Here.
But DRX keeping most of their movements disguised and hidden. No
Drone
sound.
garage, but hit C.
Yeah, but as long as they don't break
Oh,
a bit
boy.
of these
This is not the judge.
especially on garage. Yeah, there's no pressure that Zeta should be feeling at this point. But now
Not like they
that,
did this
again,
the
DRX is
wrong way
doing
around,
that,
though, right?
You can see that
The Omen
Zeta
trying
has
to break
react
the
stimuli. And it
drone
is
might have been
pretty
nicer.
freaking
At least you can't do that
reactful for them.
anymore because you get spammed,
Flashback.
but you should just get
Just want to
traded.
go for the contact here. Echo, ooh, another peek. Leffy's been pretty good at just getting these kills left and right, and backs away into better positioning. Now DRX losing flashback. That's
Okay,
gonna
they
be big,
insert
because
the
now they have to
duelist.
watch their backs and not really
Now what?
make the mistake of getting backstabbed by Zeta Division.
Either that or
Then the pressure
DRX
over
just
towards
continue
B,
to
which means you
seconds
can
left.
walk into A.
From B,
Yeah, they might have an alright chance of this.
a pick or two, but yes, Leffy pretty much aware of it
Yeah.
all.
Don't you just dash out of there now they're in A?
DRX though, managing to slip through with all this.
Ooh, we're ready for the luck.
B. And Hyunmin's still alive, finding the frag. The strike goes
Oh,
down. on
hold
A.
up.
They run into him.
That was
and he
nice.
finds yet another frag.
Yeah, they're not stopping at all. Look at how far that spike is already planted as well. So this lurk's going to be just absolutely good. Okay, Paranoia. Great catch from Athen, and that Paranoia
Yeah, and
just
this Omen
seals the
flash was
deal.
incredible.
Leaving Leffy out in the open. Great shot onto Ache, though, but Leffy being just down to like single digits and still having to fight Athen and Hyunmin, just a bit too much for him to handle. And DRX, it's already reaching critical mass here, Quack, as it's 11-4, 2 more rounds, and this series is done.
It was all Hyunmin in the round two, just being able to find these two crucial picks. I mean, almost winnable for Zeta had they made the right reads, but unfortunately not quite able to deal with Hyunmin. So, yeah, you're right. Critical mass is
So,
definitely
Honey's
the
been a
word
beast
to
with the AWP,
use.
so let's actually see.
If it was the bonus, then the possible comeback, but now just trying to fight on for their lives before it goes in towards map and series point. Honey Bunny in with the op. Doesn't spot anything outside of C though, so DRX just managing to evade most of it for now. Still playing very
Yeah,
tactically.
it was Desp. 4 in a row.
Not too much noise. All their utilities still
Liars? No, it was legit 4 in a row.
Maybe pushing to garage to base something up for Zeta.
Ooh, okay. Slight tag there on Serena. She just falls back in place first, though. Her tripwire is still available on garage. Now it's just broken, so at least she's aware that.
Yeah, I'll look into
really
Prodigy. It's
pushed
so
through the
fine.
defensive line and haven't committed to that C site.
I thought it would mess
DRX
people
as
up.
they're now setting up
but
for A. And I wonder if Zeta gets a whiff of this, because they still have
I wasn't
a lot more
100%
players
sure.
committed to the C site. And it's going to be quite important because, again, there's just a few lesser bodies to kind of receive the contact on A.
They're a little bit aware. Kira's already starting the rotation back into his A. Sets up the smoke to provide additional support. So Akko being
Shots, good
alongside
flood.
Leffy. Initial shots
Big
are
recon.
successful. DRX continues to try to push up, but unfortunately too many targets.
Very nice shots.
Overwhelmed on the other side.
Resets them.
Leffy will be
Yeah, we'll
able
hold
to
him for a little
collect
bit.
the third kill and earns his Hunter's Fury as Zeta stays live for another round.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a mistake on the side of Hyunmin, but he went a little bit too far forward at the back of A, as you saw, right? He was kind of isolated, no refrags really close enough or able for DRX to do in that, you know, in that situation physically as well, because they were just way too far at the front of the site. I mean, you could, you know, argue as well Hyunmin was just looking to explode because he's like 17 kills, but if you make a mistake like that, Zeta Division's not gonna miss a beat and start dropping like flies. It's the other way around. Leffy's just been on it. This game,
Damn,
right?
Prodigy
He's been just
owned him. I like that.
absolutely crucial in winning these firefights against DRX.
Flames a
and has
player.
allowed Zeta Division to
Wonders
just stay
why
afloat.
he's not allowed to flame a player.
Rounds, but now
The first time he's ever not been allowed to do something that isn't his way. He's like, what? What do you mean I'm not allowed to flame here? That's crazy. People are crazy entitled. It's so fun.
That's the smoke being spent by Kira. So next round, I mean, next position's coming through as DRX pushes into garage to take that space in the C side.
What regions am I watching for kickoff? Yeah, all of them apart from, I guess, China when it conflicts. But like when it doesn't conflict, I'll watch it.
Spike to get planted. Just firing off the op shot from Honey Bunny, though, alerts them that Zeta are right around the corner. Serena spams through the smoke and finds a player.
Yeah, that tripwire triggered something, and Serena will not miss the opportunity. Hyunmin, though. Ooh,
Nice.
what a spray fast
Dude,
for the
kind
second kill. That
of
was
transferred,
nasty.
thinking
Leffy also
maybe we
takes
got
a bit
the
of damage as he's
second
down
kill
to
here
7
early as
already.
well.
Sure, Yome and Ache.
Keep an eye on flashback
Just the
goals
pistols.
around the world.
Flashback's
Double.
the only one with the rifle, but look at the timing of flashback on the flank, and there it is, 3 versus 1. Serena,
Flashback's
it's all
a
down
monster.
to her. She's been good at the start, needs to go for the perfect finish to keep
Whoa.
DRX, to keep Zeta alive, and she's doing it. The spray transfer's insane.
Damn.
Whack, and she gets it with the 4K.
was sick
Serena
as well.
is magical.
My
and
goodness.
she keeps the dream alive for Zeta
Nearly won the
Division.
1v4
He
earlier.
gives
Wins the
plenty of
1v3.
time, and
Beast.
she finally does it.
Ben,
Just an
thank you so much for the
insane,
prime. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate the 2 months.
Snappy play. You
Thanks
gotta
for
take a
doing that.
look at that replay again. All it took was 1 second where her brain registered those 2 opponents,
One enemy remaining.
and her hands just did everything else.
One enemy remaining.
Look at this. So sharp onto it. And playing her positioning out around the side as well. Oh, what a play for the camera, too.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
that
saves them.
keeps Zeta alive for yet another round again. Down to 1 under the clutch. DRX buys back up, though, and it's Hyunmin in with the blades now.
Dude, imagine she won the 1v4
Smoke
as
to allow
well.
them
Be a
to get
1v4
closer
and 1v3.
into long here. Just to kind of set things up. That's going to be up for about, I don't know, 3 to 5 more seconds. Leffy's very close to this, but does have Honey Bunny right behind him. You can see Eric Hyunmin
Oh,
is backing
that's
away.
nice.
Hold on. Can't
that was
really
nice.
get the picks, but good damage as Hyunmin's already down to half. Fault line was just placed so that, again, they can just challenge a bit of this fight here. And this is just so brutal, so gruesome from both teams. Nice little peek out. Flashback gets the first one. They're fighting inside the smoke, but it's DRX, the smoke criminal.
They're
And
the
just a
same
blink
way
of
to
an eye
lose
here,
the next
Quack.
round.
The
6
round's
chances for
already
a 2-0.
done. 12-6. All the heroics from Serena was good and all, but you can't argue the numbers on DRX here. As again, we're already at map point.
How did my
series
6 ever
point.
look like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, just so effective with how DRX is able to play together as a team, even though it's just like put together, right? I mean, incredible heroics from Serena as well as Akko, but down to this round, it's just DRX. Kira
One
puts
more
up
to
that
get
smoke outside of
30
A, and unfortunately
19
does invite
rounds.
DRX in to make that bit of a play. a smoke like that has to be worked around, but DRX is able to use flashback for kind of a human recon, and able to spam through on the other side. Next round comes through. Honeybunny with the overdrive. Unfortunately,
is a
gets hit.
godlike
and will
breach
strike him
stun.
down. Now Zeta tries to reinforce the C and B side, but it's a little bit costly, Asrai.
They're committed to go for this mid push. They've already spotted out Serena. Trapped, but that tag is going to be just
this is
difficult
nice.
for her.
Dude, flashback's looking
He's just not stopping. He's just going for fight against fight. You can already see that Killa was gutted by the operator shot as well. Yame's just going in for the aggressive chase, and now it's all down
Huge.
to Leppy.
Attackers
Very low
Yeah.
HP.
What can we say?
Too
Just
many
look
opponents
better.
to deal with, and that's going to be
Flashback's also
DRX with a
insane.
decisive
Dude, what is this
commanding
music?
2-0
Someone
in
said it
this
was some
series
Mario
here
Party
at
stuff.
the
It actually
Spotlight
is.
Series
They
2024.
nailed it.
Just so efficient with every play that they make, Asrai. I mean, you watch it all unfold in the first map. You watch it unfold in the first half. Hyunmin continuing to wreak havoc with his precise shooting. Flashback as well with this play, around the back of C site. It's things like this where unfortunately Zeta, again, like I mentioned, just doesn't quite have enough experience in knowing how to deal against a team like this or players like this, just not knowing their tendencies and all, right? But we start to see moments where the DRX core are just able to play so much, having that support from Yome and Ache as well. I mean, some of these moments
Alright,
where
chat.
the trades
Pretty
are
short
coming
one,
through
but honestly, I'm so fine with that. It means I can go gym right now.
If we're talking about game changers, my heart goes out to
who is online? Who should we be raiding?
As well as Serena for sure. I mean, Honeybunny was doing quite a bit, and as you mentioned before, Lefty got
Who do you guys want to raid?
Serena with that clutch was just awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, the fuck?
And she's what? I think if Zeta Division was able to win this, she was already in contention for
Mini
being the
streaming?
MVP of this.
What's mini
of this
streaming?
map. It was either her or Honeybunny. Serena's like 15 kills, I think, and Honeybunny's like 17. Actually, I'll have to double check the overall.
Mini's VOD reviewing?
Yeah, we'll have to
Sure.
double check.
I'll give this guy
But
some
anyways,
views.
I gotta say, it.
Alright, everyone
it
say hi
still
to Mini for me as well.
feels So different. Again, when you play against
Let's,
a Pacific
let's
team, we
listen to
heard
him
it from
flaming
Alexi
some
a while
teams.
ago, right? Where she's just happy that she's here enjoying the games. And
I
whatnot,
appreciate
but
you
it
all.
also
Thank you
is
for watching.
a
We'll be back
very
here again tomorrow.
Good amount of
maybe we'll get a
experience for her
third map
'cause she
tomorrow. Who
hasn't
knows?
Really competed against the other Pacific teams that are here and whatnot. And this is also the same.
And yeah, I think that's
I'd
it.
say
That's
the
the only
same thing
time I'll
for
be
Zeta
streaming.
Division.
Again, it's
That being said, though, just looking
tomorrow,
at the
same
stats
time
real
as
quick
this.
for overall team stats, DRX has 13 first kills.
Some more
for the
7
6th of
ones. Yeah, I
Zeta.
can't believe we got 4 in a row.
Post-Rants is
That's crazy.
not too hot
Kind of
for
look at
the
this
division
tournament
here,
though.
but
It
you know
feels
that
like
they were
DRX against
successful enough to
ZETA.
get into the
I mean
sides, so
DRX
again,
against GE.
plans were
But
being
maybe
done
the
and
PRX can
almost
bounce back.
successful, but then DRX
Alright, thank you
just
so much,
kind of
everyone. Thank you,
sweep
thank you. I
or
will see you all
pull
tomorrow.
something
Alright,
out the
have a
rug,
good rest of your day.
Against Zeta, and they just kind of trip up in
Peace,
some
peace,
of these
peace,
rounds
peace.
and just can't really get the
Of course,
overall
Bambi, of course.
success on those post
Alright, peace,
points.
everyone.
I'm really curious to see. I mean, we don't have it on the current stat screen, but how
YouTube
many of
chat. I'll
those
see you guys
first
soon as well. Yeah.